It's
No,
a
the
LARPing prop.
We're live, but you can continue explaining this. Just be aware.
you know like the stereotypical like LARP depiction of like fire three, and they're like throwing stuff.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
So
Yeah,
that's
the stuff
actually
they're
that.
throwing are supposed to be
The little
spackets.
little beanbag
You're telling me I could fucking
pouches.
chuck beanbags at people?
Yeah,
Pretty
basically.
much.
Oh, okay, that sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Wait,
the main thing is
can I use the
So
magic spell gun and just shoot random bullets?
that was at one of the LARPs that we attended. So
What? So use
hello everyone, and welcome to High Road, a game of morality,
Good
ethics, and
boundary.
charming ladies, war, adventure, blood, loss, friendship, gain, and an ever-expanding power and magnitude of a divine mango. And the mango's keepers are the heroes of this story, who we follow. Last time on, a very powerful vampire just kind of got in a wagon and rolled away after the party chased her down and had a little talk to her about good and bad. And they learned a secret of curing anyone of a vampiric charm.
I just want to say
yeah, we
that
just waterboard them and torture them apparently. No big deal.
You know,
As well.
Only
need
slight
you
torture.
need some. You just the running water needs to be around them, and then you need to shock them with lightning. I'm sure nothing bad would happen when you combine those two
Right,
things.
this what about the shocking lightning part?
just need mouth shock.
We
I just
like
wanna-
Can we take notes on this? We're gonna test this in real life.
I imagine Kabancho has
What
a little
the?
clipboard.
Okay, do you
like,
know someone who's like possessed by a vampire in real life? Are you telling me vampires are real?
are you telling me they're not?
Look, guys, I've been up for the
Let's
past.
move on. Yeah.
I've been up for the past 31 hours. If we want to do bits, we can do bits, but
Oh my
I might
goodness!
be a little strange. Sure.
You're okay. I was like, you're already
I was like, wait,
You're
wait,
already,
I
buddy.
need to add
Well,
some stuff to that.
Don't worry, Darren. I've seen Stranger Things. Well, like
I
the first two
haven't.
seasons.
I still need to watch
It's
it.
pretty good. So,
Yeah.
hello, welcome to High Road. You are all here on the road at night. Alone. Your own wagon is out in the fields, and you stand here with the machine of no name, just kind of gently clicking. And with this, you have addressed every single one of what you were asked to in terms of the threats posed by the vampires.
First is the word resolved. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a different word. And that's why we're not using that word.
You know.
Colton's still at
This
large.
is fine.
Yeah, that's why I said resolved is a different word, and we're not using that word.
You'll be. I'm sure they'll be happy with our results. I'm loading in.
Indeed. So, at this point, you're here at an abandoned house on the edge of town, and you are perfectly free to just go. You think that the court of the Annex awaits.
We should probably go there.
Yeah, we should probably head back.
Indeed. You've been in Ischydonian for now, what, a week in-game? Less than a week?
Feels like years.
What is time?
What is time?
Sure.
There's a calendar module I'm using the other fucking foundry I'll probably turn on here just so we can finally know how many days something has been. You arrive, or rather I should say, you head out to the ogre world. And you find yourselves traversing Zawarudo. So do you bother with the off... Well, actually, that's an important point. So you guys know that there's some sort of tracking of you going on. Do you go back by the main road?
Yeah.
And it's night, so do you guys want to...
Fearless.
Do you guys want to camp? Do you want to move? What's your play here?
I thought we stayed the night.
Sitting at night where?
No,
At the-
you were arriving at that house right as night fell.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
guys want to just pitch tent in that house and sleep there for the night?
She offered.
Yeah. I mean, being an abandoned
I don't
house.
see why not.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
All
I
right.
found you a freaking load for me. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I thought I forgot a step. There we go.
Casey,
I
were you
will.
gonna make a counterpoint or?
Oh, no.
Right.
I just also forgot to load in the foundry.
All right. One long rest wait later, and the sun is up over Ischydonian, and you feel a certain certain calmness, as if though the darkness of night has passed into the light of day. You have the road ahead of you. You have your wagon stacked in the fields out here, and you have some fluty funk. What takes you?
Oh.
The world is your oyster, and all the way back in Ischygoros is the Annex, some 165 miles away.
I think we just take the road and just get it back as fast as possible. Move on with life.
For sure. That's totally that's what Cabancho proposes to the group. Does anybody
Make our way towards Treadfar slowly but surely.
Something about the Old Town Road. Yeah, I agree. We should just get this done with. We've done our part for the most part. Did I take this long for anyone else to load in the foundry?
No.
Okay.
Mine's still loading as well, so.
Ooh.
I just want to make sure.
So, we're going to, at this juncture, slightly abrogate the time it takes. Although important note, is Lonnie playing the shamisen to spur everyone on? And by
I don't know
everyone,
how much do we suspect that we're being tracked, because we didn't actually tell them where we were going. We just knew that they were asking after us.
Oh, there we go. Let's load it in.
We have a whole
Uh,
assassin guild coming after us.
I'll be fine.
In theory, you eradicated the local branch of the Black Crows. In theory.
Yeah. And, you know, that would mean they had to send someone else, and that would just take too long. Hopefully, they just decide to cut their losses and just leave us alone.
I don't think their reputation will allow them.
Well, their reputation also said that they get the job done, and well, we're still here.
We can handle our own. But I think like when we're leaving this general area, maybe we should consider stealthing, see if we can keep them running around Ischydonia a little bit longer while we fuck off. But yeah, for now, I don't see a reason not to.
I don't know how much we can sneak with a cart, a wagon. We could
A
try
cart?
It's worth
going
noting-
off road.
Yeah, so it's worth noting that these like this entire like color band here is open plains.
Yeah, I'm saying like when we leave the area, we might want to consider like trying to be a little bit more stealthy. But for right now, I don't see a reason. Like, if we're gonna get attacked, we're gonna get attacked. Whatever.
And at least it'd be in open plains, and we'll pretty much
Alright.
see it.
Let's see that wagon license roll then. Cabancho as everyone loads up and rolls along.
Oh my god.
Are you sure you got this license? Like,
So
you know, like
Icky, like,
appropriately?
did
Did you
I don't know.
cheat? Did you cheat
maybe
on your
they
test?
like renewed the standards and
Can
stuff
I-
like that.
can I
I'm
try-
really going as fast as possible.
Can
I
I
don't know what
drive
you
so
guys
slower?
you're
think.
so
I feel like I could do a better
So you're
job.
out on the plains, and you know the road gets a little bumpy up ahead, and Cabancho thinks, "Oh, I know how to handle this." And you guys hear, and yeah, give us that shamisen to inspire. Naela and
That's fine.
Hazel.
There you go.
You know, you're very inspired. You guys are
It's
making great
okay.
time.
I can compensate for it.
You're making great time. It's like your first day. You're about to get really far for your first day, and then, you know, Kabancha, you see a bust in the stones up ahead. You try to turn, and you just take it such that your wheel literally pops off its axle, and everybody riding inside, which I think might just be you, takes kind of like a hard hit, and Hazel and Nail come to a halt after slightly veering
I
off the
usually
road.
ride on the cart.
Oh yeah, with Lumi just like chilling there. Yeah, so Lumi and Lonnie are jostled in the back, as is Kabancho. I think Zion walks. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You sure you didn't need
Yes,
to like
Zion
check
walks.
the axle thing like the guy said?
Yeah, Axel's
Zion,
What are
fine.
you doing? Why did you just run over that rock?
Zion takes a note.
On the axle or
Yep.
Kabancho's cart
Um,
wagon?
It
License.
needs to fix up the wagon sometime.
Obviously.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm literally going at the swift pace. I can't go any faster.
Maybe add some suspension.
So you're at the side of the road. Your wagon's been tousled.
Can I?
And the
Can I
wheels
try-
popped off of it.
Oh god. Can I?
Wait, what was
Try-
it? DC for a road?
So technically speaking, you rolled fine, but we are abrogating your performance over multiple days into one roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're not.
Good
I'm
idea,
not going
I
to
like
make
that.
you check every single day that you guys are just driving back to the capital, because, like, you know, not to tilt my hand here, but yeah. So
So like Kabancho's just doing subpar every day.
Boncher did fine.
I think I'm literally doing on par because 10 is literally
yeah,
average.
10 is the DC to go swift on a road. Actually, 10 is the DC to
okay.
go swift.
So I guess
on
once we reach
planes,
the
you always
part
go
that
swift on
isn't
roads.
okay, that's fair.
It just, you know,
Yeah.
the road was a little fucked, you know.
Yeah.
And if he'd been doing exceptional, he would have dodged that fucked up bit of road.
Do you
Wait,
want me
what?
to drive that car, Kabancho, or you got it still, buddy?
I got it.
Okay.
So yeah, what do you guys do
Thanks for
about the
calling me
fact?
buddy. It's been real nice. It's been a while since you called me that, actually.
You know what? I'm gonna let you have this one. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
I look at Lana like, yes! Double win. Sorry, Lee, you were saying?
Yeah. So what do you guys do about your popped wheel?
I'll try to fix it.
It looks like you're adding some suspension sooner than you
And
thought.
maybe- Well, I can't really add on the suspensions yet. I'll need time to do that.
I eagerly await
But
the
for-
creation of the lowrider.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
For now, I will just reinforce the axle and put the wheel back on.
Assist with mending.
So like, how hard is it to like put a wheel back on a car? Do you just like slap it back in there? Right?
don't
You
know.
just yeah, that's what I was saying.
Something
Yeah, so
like
Depends
that.
on
Right?
how.
It was something with the axle. The guy was right.
Depends on how
So-
it broke.
What would you like me to roll?
So you have like, you know, like some resources on you because you're Zion and you have a cart, a bag of holding.
I have tools too. You need tools.
So yeah, the axle is splintered and the wheel, like the central like hub of the wheel, is cracked. You're going to need to either like fix or reset them, or ideally like, you know, fashion new ones. You have an extra wheel in the back, but the axle is going to require some fixing. It would be normally hard to work on this, but the machine of no name can just kind of walk under it and pick it up, so that you can get down there and, you know, get at it with your tools. You need to just fashion
Does Zion
some
have
wood.
little wheels on its back so it can just like slide in and out?
The
That would be
mechanic
so.
board built in.
That would be so efficient. You do not understand how
You-
like convenient that shit would be.
Zion's Jiffy Lube gets you in and out so fast
Yeah.
you think it's casting magic.
Yeah, like I don't think you understand how convenient that would be for Zion. It weighs it weighs a lot. Getting back up could not be easy, or sliding around.
Yeah, it's got the Heelys. It's got the back Heelys, the blade Heelys, the shoulder blade Heelys. Point is, the shoulder roller blades? Question mark. Yeah, you can get down there. You got to need a tinkerer's tool to basically like fashion a new axle, more or less, from the various things you have available to you.
with mending, if it'll help any.
Yeah, you can. If you cast mending on the center of the wheel, you won't need to use the spare wheel. So Lonnie puts her hand down and goes, "True." There's a white light, and hey, the wheel's good now. Yeah. Axle, wheel, boom, done. And yeah, as you guys are finishing up, so like the shamisen is like, you know, you're ripping down with it, right? And in the distance, you see a stranger approaching, and you start to hear an instrument to match it.
Someone else is playing a shamisen?
No.
Okay.
But they are playing their own... Oh, right, I put that folder in here. Music. Oh, did I make this playlist wrong? Hold on one moment.
Oh no.
And then... yeah, someone's really, like, breaking it down on a flute right now. And you see the wicker basket helmet and robes of, well, roll me a religion.
You say wicker basket helmet?
He's got a fucking wicker basket on his head.
Okay. Religion.
Zion is gonna point at that person
Mhm.
and then ask Bancho, "Can you see that far?"
What?
Is it dark?
No, it is day. It's day.
Tento is also very
yeah?
confused about this.
I can see that person.
I like to
Just
imagine that
making
both of
sure.
us were gonna make good religion checks, and then Zion says that, and we're just now distracted.
Yeah, we
by
just got so
Zion's
stunned by
question.
that. Yeah, we're just so stunned by that we all make shitty
I'm just,
rolls.
I'm just making sure you can see in the distance.
Oh, he's
Maybe
Zion's
next
saying.
time you can dodge holes.
Yeah, so it's easy to see a person. It's not easy to see a hole. It's not like they mark holes on the road.
But isn't the hole itself a mark on the road?
No, it's freaking rock on rock.
Wait, maybe we should have Tento lead in the front and shout out where the holes are.
Whoa, Zion, you need to
Hole
calm down
spotting
there. You're asking for
formation.
too much from me.
The scout.
There is a
You make it-
scout
you
roll
make
that
it sound
Tento
like
did not
you make it
roll.
sound supposed to like scout out or something. Nah, that's not.
As
how
you're
I do,
having this
Zion.
argument, this dude has just stood here breaking it down on his Sakurachi.
Are you okay?
You ask him?
Yeah.
He stopped playing, and that wrong person had stopped playing. And he stops. He bows and he says, "Very good, sir. I am doing fine. I hope you are as well." And he kind of like takes out like a bag and shakes it, and you hear a jingle of coins. And he's wearing very plain robes, and he's walking around with a bucket on his head. And he seemed to be all right. Addendum: it's not a bucket. It's a deliberately fashioned wicker helmet. He is, however, perhaps soliciting change at this juncture.
Oh, Tento's just gonna look around his pockets. I don't have some. I'll toss him a gold coin.
It clinks in, and he
Or them, sorry.
yeah. You guessed he's a man. But they full head obfuscation, fairly bulky
Yeah.
robes. They ain't told you nothing. So
Yeah.
the individual nods, and they wait like a moment as if though to see if anybody else will tip them. And when they don't, he says, "May you go on your journey through this samsaric world and find the true one behind." And he resumes playing, and he just kind of like pieces out.
Well, that these
Do an
can.
insight on that last phrase.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not thieves' camp. Not crime. Not this time. But
Is there
yeah.
any can I roll religion
Yeah,
on
you
that
can.
list?
Yeah. You can roll. I will say a new religion roll is now available. Now that he said that.
Oh look, someone rolled high. Oh my goodness.
Zion,
Wait,
you
wait,
vaguely think that this
What
guy
about 10?
is a Gnostic or related to a Gnostic order.
Ooh.
All right.
Maybe it's thieves' camp actually. The
All right.
religion
So,
of thieves.
Ah man, shit, that was a nice
Lonnie,
roll.
you recognize like, oh right, this is a Nosei priest. You know that the Nosei are a Gnostic order of priests mendicant or like beggar priests who travel and they live entirely off of donations. They play music that is intended to help people reflect upon the nature of the world and the nature of this false world and the nature of the true and pure spirit world. And the Nosei functionally believe that this is an illusion. It gets a little more complicated than that, but that like they don't believe that this world is necessarily the true existence that awaits the soul. And they think that, part of the way that one gets there is through reflection. So they try to spread that reflection and model it in themselves, having moved beyond the world. Boncho, with an insight, you get the sense that the priest has sensed that there is discord among your group because you are ribbing each other over the physical strife that is bringing conflict between you. And perhaps if you were to broaden your focus beyond this one and see the world behind, the true world, you would be at peace with one another. Tento, actually, you remember, oh wait, there were Nosei priests who came around the orphanage sometime, and they taught some of the kids how to play music, and some would wind up joining the order. You know that they're more popular or less popular in certain regions. Normally, there is a monastery in the region training new ones, and that is why you start to see them around. They haven't been very common in the Slim Circle these past few years. This is your guys' first time running into one on the road, but Penta, you've stolen stuff in places that had like plenty of these guys.
Not gonna lie, I thought when you said they went to the orphanage, the first thing I thought was like, what? Are they gonna ask the orphanage for money?
No,
I was just like, wait, that's not right.
They teach the orphans. They teach the
Yeah,
orphans
yeah.
to like play music, and they teach them like various like concepts. And you remember one of them showed up one day, and had a very particular lesson that stuck with you. They asked you to imagine a river without water, and then to imagine the river without its banks. And they asked you, what makes the river? The water or the banks? And that question stuck with you, not necessarily because, I don't know why it stuck with Tento, but it did. With a 21, I know it did, and I know that you would later go on to learn a little bit more about the fact that there's a strong trend of Gnostics who have a overwhelmingly spiritual focus in their belief systems, in religions throughout the Albarian Empire and beyond. And you know the Nosei, and you know that they're priest mendicant. Actually, with a 21, you know that not a few of them are actually spies, because they can walk around in public and private with their identity concealed, and people will overlook them. It's not most Nosei priests, but it's definitely some of them. Boncho, you did not get spy vibes.
That's good. Tento doesn't know that though.
No spy vibes were had.
So
What a weird fella.
So he disappears in the distance. And you guys have Zion has fixed your cart and you're ready to go if you guys want to proceed in the Tento lead formation.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Zion.
Kabancho, I will walk ahead to spot for holes.
The machine
You're so considerate, Zion. Where would we be without you?
Okay,
knows?
so you make great progress. First day you arrive in Scowl Ghost. Would you stay outside of town or would you stay in town for your camp? Like you want to get an inn, like stay at the stable where you put your horses, or just like camp in the fields?
No, we camp in the fields, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you have a day passes with the the sky overhead. Your second day, you make it to Portfolio. Portfolio, and everyone
Okay.
there is still refining their CVs and talking to you about their experiences and asking. So, when you're trying to get a job, do you like to emphasize things you have done or things you haven't done? Like, I was trying to get an apprenticeship, and they asked me if I'd ever stolen a horse. I said, well, of course not. Who's done that? And they groaned and said something about this Harlan guy who might be getting pardoned. Anyway, and after you guys sleep again in the fields. You guys roll past the fortress at Cardiatita, and the hoplites in the walls. Like they note your passing, and you sleep at an intersection of buildings in the third day. On the fourth day, you almost make it to Ischydoran, and you're in the very fertile fields, right? The very fertile fields at the edge of this main road between Dinamoros and Ischydoran. And it's 3 nights running. It's 3 nights running. And you're set up alongside, and Tento, give me that scout roll now.
Almost a 20.
Okay. In the night, you see 2 people passing by just off the road, trying to remain hidden in the very, grassy, overgrown far side of the road. And you guys are camped in the fieldy far side, on this side of the road, right?
Yeah.
And you can tell one of them has a red gleam to their eyes. And they're walking over there, and they're continuing to move onward. But they've taken note of you.
What would a red gleam mean exactly?
You've seen that in a lot of Eyes of Vampires?
Oh boy.
We also saw that in a few robots.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure my perception was 25. I would think I would see if they were mechanical. I would hope so, unless they're really well hidden, which would be amazing. Tinto's
I
just
mean,
gonna look-
Zion's just a guy in a suit of armor, right?
Yeah, it's just a
That's
guy.
Tinto's gonna look up like bad company. That depends. Actually, I'm
Right
gonna
now?
I don't know, let me go find out.
You want to shadow them?
Yeah.
All right. Let me pop us over to the travel zone once again, and give me a sneak check, a stealth check. I'm gonna remember what the things are called in this game we've played for years. One day.
I'm gonna guess
that-
Lonnie took back her cloak.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
out of all of us? Or just Tento?
Anybody who's going to go shadow this person. But I mean, you guys are semi-publicly parked on the side of the road camping, so it's not,
Is this during night watch or?
This is very it's like night is falling. There's twilight, it's dark out, but no one's asleep yet.
It's the end of travel day.
Yeah, it's the end of the travel day, but no one's asleep yet, so everyone's up. I presume, Tenta, you leave your horse to go do this.
Yeah. If I could sneak with my horse, I'm the best sneaker ever.
Trot carefully, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Zion, would you hang at the camp, or would you want him to follow up?
As they've told me multiple times, I'm not the very sneaky type.
I
So I will
disagreed with
wave.
them, but
Wave goodbye.
You wave
It's been
goodbye.
a long
I'll go with that,
day.
Get-
No.
You mean the one that we actually make fun of for not being sneaky?
Sneaky, you're not sneaky.
Yup, I'm not.
Damn.
My god.
I
One good
I-
roll, and that's all I have so far. Everything else has been sub
I
10.
hear a
And
bunch of like,
Tento will
wrestling.
never let you live this down.
There's a shaggy guy
That
dressed
just-
somewhat like a huntsman. And there's a vampire spawn who's looking a little... He's got like a fine toga on, but he's looking a little fresh out the catacombs, as some fellas you've encountered before. And they're keeping off the road, and Tento and Kabancho are sneaking up on him, right?
I am separating myself from
And
Camacho.
Tento's like,
that-
oh, I gotta get far away, because Kabancho's gonna
I gotta
fuck
be
up.
somewhere not near this guy.
And Kabancho's giving you the non-verbal, no, there's no way, I'm not gonna fuck up. You're overreacting, come on. And then, Kabancho, you step on a rock that is somehow already, like, splintered and makes, like, a cracking sound as, like, a little bit of, like, dust shoots up and, like, the tip of it flies out. And both of them
You
whip
and rocks
around
today.
and look right over and, you know, they see Kabancho stood there and they look at each other and the hunter says, "Oh there,
Hello there, friend.
friend. Ah, I see we had the same thinking. Yes, well, a pleasure to see you. I was just, checking the lands here to see a place where we might go on a hunting expedition." And the man behind him says, "Yes, a hunting expedition. I am
Okay, can you
a
not
big
sound like-
fan of wild game and red meat." Listen, Tento, do you break stealth to land past
No,
this man?
like, it's
Oh.
like the accent is just like.
I'm after a juicy spoil in these fertile woods.
Well, we were gonna set up camp nearby and we
Tento's
saw
gonna
you
try to
guys,
sneak up
so
behind
I
them.
thought
While
I'd come
Kabacho's
by and say
distracting
hi.
them.
It is good to see there are such friendly travelers on the road. And he looks at the hunter, and the hunter looks at him, he looks back at Camacho and says, "Indeed, we're actually on a night journey, or we would ask to join you. But perhaps another time, you know, I'm often around these parts, hunting.
Insight check.
Yeah, give me an insight." Alright,
That's
so...
not
Hey,
hard.
it's above 10.
They're out here hunting, alright. You get the sense that these guys were deliberately screening for you, but they were not supposed to engage you.
Well, we're only starting to set up camp. Maybe we can help you out. We've been riding these roads for a little bit. What are you guys looking for specifically?
And they...
Can I like step closer to them?
Yeah, you want to start, like, stepping up? Yeah, neither of them, like, make a move, necessarily. Although, like, the hunter's hand's, like, on his belt, where his weapon is. He hasn't moved this entire time, so it's not like this is an update. He's got a short sword. The vampire spawn has no obvious weapons, but then again, is a vampire, so...
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Tento, you managed to sneak around all of them and decisively conclude, based on the tracks and them, that it's just these two schmoes. They are here alone. And you're like snuck up around here by this point, and yeah, the vampire spawn and the hunter kind of like look at each other and say, "Well, yes, I'm thinking, you know, maybe there is some good wild boar, or perhaps geese, and the smaller hares on the side of the road, but, there are different creatures in different haunts. Tell me, where are you going next? Perhaps there is something of mutual interest there."
Well, we were heading north, as you can see, but we don't particularly have a destination per se. We are just wandering travelers, and we like to experience the world before it falls into chaos.
The romance of the road. Well, chaos comes in... Achoo! Excuse me.
Bless you. So,
Yes, I have terrible allergy to garlic. I might have smelled some wild roots here.
maybe saying bless you is not the proper way to appease that. Anyways, so
He cocks
you
a
said you were-
brow. And the
you
hunter says,
said you were-
Gesundheit, I believe he means. Ah, yes, Gesundheit.
You said you were scouting for a hunting trip. Who's the patron you're scouting for?
It's like, oh, it's me. I'm a very hands-on sort of guy. And
What's that for?
the hunter agrees he's important. Yeah, they kind of see you getting real close. And I have a question, like, so your sneakiness in darkness, Kabancho, do you turn that on or is that innate?
I can actively turn it on.
Oh, okay. So
At least
you're
I think so.
all right.
That'd be kind of weird if I couldn't.
So you're just like deliberately like they can see you normally right now.
Hmm.
All right. So yeah, the hunters looks back and forth and says, "Yes, so he's my patron in this affair."
So
The
I
vampire
don't
the
know.
individual says, "Yes, well, of course. So I understand you traveling folk of the road must forage very often."
I don't know. Your face looks very familiar.
Oh, me? I haven't
Yeah.
been around these parts in what must feel like a century. Ha ha ha.
I think. Man, what was that person's name? I have a name to the face. I take a
Oh?
step closer.
This vampire is like so not subtle about what it is.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Um,
are you trying to play a trick on us?
is your name Appella?
And he
And I try
says,
to like look for a reaction.
Oh, Apollon. You mean like Apollos, like the great god of strength. And he does like a pose. Oh, yes,
Wait,
I've
I'm
seen
sorry.
all the statues.
I meant to say Pelton.
Ah, and so you say Pelton, he says Pelton. Hmm. I might know someone by that name, but I don't think that we have too similar of a face.
Oh, so did he send you?
Hmm. Oh no, the last time I saw him kind of trails off and he's like
If
looks at the hunter and the hunter looks at him and he says, well, perhaps he was headed out of Ischydonian on another long hunting trip.
I start tapping my sword. So you wouldn't know where Pelton went, would you?
And
It'd be so convenient.
the hunter says, friend, I see that there might be an issue between you and my patron here. I don't mean to get involved, but surely there's some way we can handle this diplomatically.
Or we are. We're talking, and
And yeah, by the way, as he says that, he puts he reaches to put a hand on your shoulder, like reassuringly.
I do not let him touch me.
All right, you twist, and he puts up a hand. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I was just." Um, and the hunter looks at the vampire, and the vampire says, "Well, I have a passing acquaintance with this Pelton. He does not tell me about his hunting enterprises, but he did bring a lot of fur coats for his entourage. So I get the sense it might have been to the west, chilly mountains.
I can't take this guy seriously. Can I
Why can't you take this man seriously? He's having a very intrigue-laden, intense conversation
You
with
know what?
you.
I can't put my tongue up. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know why.
You just can't sink your
Um,
fang into it.
can I insight what he says that he
Yeah.
thinks he might be going west?
Yeah.
Zion's gonna attempt to stealth over.
God.
Lonnie's just
Uh,
keeping
Hey, look, it's a 20 now.
Lonnie's just keeping guidance up and is
12.
ready to like mount Lumi if she
God.
hears combat about to like break out.
Zion manages to get up against some grass, but it
Zion
does.
learns from Cabancho and just walks right up.
This is how you sound, right? Like
Okay, Cabancho.
I don't have dark vision,
It
so
seemed-
other people might
It
not have
seemed
dark
very
vision.
authentic when he said something about them traveling.
But traveling west? Or just traveling?
Perhaps, but it seemed like the coats comment was legitimate. Now, Tento, you have figured out what's going on between the hunter and the vampire. They were looking at each other like, oh fuck, oh shit, we've been caught. We're bad at this. We gotta play cool. We gotta play cool. Okay, fuck. He knows Pelton. He knows we're spies for Pelton. Let's pretend we do. Let's not play too dumb, and let's give them enough information that they don't react hostily. But let's not tell them the truth. You think that he's telling the truth about Pelton heading west, but you don't think that he's telling the truth about, like, like, oh, maybe I know him. Like, no, this motherfucker definitely reports to Pelton.
I guess I'll see where the conversation is going. I am quite intrigued about how this man talks.
I'm sorry, I think our conversation is going kind of long. I'm attracting my companions here.
Oh, yes. Well, I don't mean to disturb you while you are resting, but if there is no matter to discuss other than this passing acquaintance of mine, we do have much more ground to cover on our survey trail before we arrive.
I'm very sorry, friend, and I take a step this direction. Just the simple fact that you do know Pelton tells me a lot, and
Like, well, there are many people named Pelton.
Are there?
no, no, I don't
Lonnie's,
think
like,
Pelton
yelling
would
this.
allow that to exist. So, no.
And this guy's sweating bullets, and the hunter looks at
Oh, wait,
the
they're both,
vampire, and the hunter looks back at you, and the hunter's face looks almost like this looks like weathered and old, but all of a sudden his face just looks like younger and more charming. And he says, "Listen, I know that Pelton is bad news. I don't want anything to do with him, and my companion and I here are headed south out of Ischydonian ourselves. If there's any more information you need, perhaps you could be of assistance. But really, we're trying to get away from all this, and I think a man like yourself could appreciate that."
Whoa, is he trying to put the moves on Cabancho?
I mean, look, we've seen the track record with Cavancho.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is like, is he attempting? Is that Hunter trying to work his charm?
So, unless you guys give us something really good, I'm afraid to tell you that I can't let you guys just leave.
And
My goodness, Cabancho.
yeah, and they look and
I am done being hunted.
yeah, this guy.
You're like the only one without a bounty on your head.
The hunter.
Yeah, I'm being hunted by proximity.
The hunter says, "Well, to be honest," the hunter says, and it's just the hunter's not like the vampire spawn is like looking like he's like backed up against the trees, looking around. He doesn't know that Tento's behind him, so he's like edging, like looking to the back. When you step here, he steps here, and he's like, "Well, that's quite the escalation, don't you think?" And the hunter says, "Listen, friend." He leans in, and his face looks almost impossibly beautiful at this point. And he says, "You know Kundalani Glyake, your companion? I hear she's mixed up in some affairs involving the Fae." Very
Yeah,
heavy
no,
stuff.
after I hear that, I'm definitely just gonna stab the vampire.
So
Wait, they actually know my full name, geez.
Yeah.
so this guy
That
says
is
that,
a-
and you
that's a
stab
big-
him, right?
Yeah, that's a big red
Zion's
flag.
gonna go for a grapple.
Okay, so the moment that shit takes off, the moment this guy hears anything, right? His flesh unfurls in a hideous stabbing arc, and attempts to bone spur. No, wait, it doesn't do that. Wait. No, yeah. They do this. Attempts to hit Cabancho. I'm gonna say you're ready for Cabancho. They don't have sneak attack or anything, but a 25 does presumably break your AC.
25 does hit.
Okay, they
What?
gain your flesh
It
lore,
does?
and their eyes begin to multiply into like an anorak many amount of eyes.
Can I stab this vampire in front of me?
Yeah, you have advantage on that dude, and so you're going for the
come
grapple
on,
the
work,
hunter. You have
work,
advantage because you're flanking.
Work. It is not letting me click my items.
I don't know what flesh lore is, but
Oh,
I'd like
wait,
to think
I lost-
I lost
or-
connection. I
Yeah,
reestablished
I
connection.
reestablished.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know what
Andrew's
flesh-
struggling a bit today.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I saw your dice.
Yep. That's definitely a hit. So
You better pray that hits rolls we're in trouble.
do that plus
Okay,
sneak
so
attack.
Kabancha, you take 6 damage, and the hunter, who had grown impossibly beautiful, now twists grotesquely to reveal the visage
I thought you
of.
said he was turning into a anorak.
Yeah, so like, well, he's got multiple eyes like an anorak, but like his body twists and turns and reveals his changeling form.
Ah.
Mm,
So he's kind of trying to psych you out.
well, I would like to grapple him.
I'm gonna do the grabby.
All right. But you're gonna grab him, Tento? I thought you were just stabbing him.
No, 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 no. I'm
No,
just
Zion would like to
mimicking what
grapple.
Kai said.
All right. So how much damage is that total, Tento? And what weapon are you using?
25. I'm using the radiant dagger.
Okay, so that's actually 50. He screams out as the white hot light on your honey amber blade strikes into his flank. The changeling, you went for a grab on him, didn't you?
Hmm.
Make me that melee attack.
Please suplex him. Just fucking drop his
All right.
ass.
So I think you now contest athletics. How do I always forget the rule specifically on this show and never any other time? How did he get a 1.5? What the fuck?
Wait, what?
what?
Wait, why is he minus 0.5? Hello?
Wait, is this I don't know.
You
We
may
can
have
do
inputted that wrong.
Wait, we can do halves?
So
No.
this sheet is one of the ones that was converted from
Roll 20.
Roll20, and Foundry has a pretty
Is that
particular way of
Pathfinder?
how it
Pathfinder?
handles stuff. And long story, short story, he's been given a quote-unquote half proficiency because I gave him some number that wasn't what Foundry was expecting.
Fucking hell.
You know, I'm just gonna. I don't think a 1.5 does it regardless, or a 2 does it regardless. So,
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
You
So,
can have half proficiencies though.
so Zion, you've grabbed him. The changeling is grabbed and is worming around, and it's stabbed Cabancho, and it looks at you, and all of a sudden you hear Cabancho's voice saying, "Zion, my friend, how could you do this to me?" And the head is starting to transform into Cabancho's. And at this juncture, I think it's initiative time. And Lonnie, you'd readied up to cast some spells if shit went down.
No, I just ready to mount up, but I
Alright.
had guidance running, so for
Alright.
initiative purposes.
All right, so you have guidance running that will assist you with initiative.
Ah! Why'd I
Privately rolled some dice.
wait? Why'd I roll 2 dice? I hit normal.
Oh, because there's a hidden version of you.
Are you doing
Why
are we
is
Oh,
there a
just
shit.
doing
hidden
this ourselves?
version of me? What?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I thought I got rid of that shit. Oh my god.
How?
Fuck yeah, let's go.
I just want to say that my first roll was a 23. I don't know why it doesn't show that.
So,
I'm supposed to be at 6,
and I
not
think
7.
Tento wins the Dex duel.
Yeah, because nat 20s don't mean shit.
Actually,
Initiative.
actually, I rolled a 23.
Wait, what are you
not
supposed
a...
to be at Cabancho?
I'm supposed to be at 6 if it matters.
Huh? Why? It says you rolled a 7.
Well,
the D8
that
wasn't supposed to be
1d8
there.
isn't supposed to be there. I got rid of it last session, but I think that token doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, is
I don't
it
think
on
it
the token, not the character
matters
sheet?
for
That
this
might be-
particular
alright.
fight, anyways.
Alright, so Tento.
Yeah, in case something else spawns up. I don't know.
Violence as ensued.
Man, I get a nat 20 plus guidance and I still can't beat Tento.
Gonna stab his ass. That is not right. Whoops, I rolled the wrong thing. 10.
Alright, so that's a further 20 damage.
Oh, actually, No, yeah, I'll do that. 14?
Alright, Wasting Falchion hacks into the vampire, and he cries out, reaching up a hand, and his body melts away, burned and seared, and yeah, it looks like the fact that it's slashing acid kind of thing that finished him means he's not quite done, but he's taking radiant damage recently. You'd think that you could finish him off, like, forever if you know, like, take him down. But that's your turn. Got him down.
Yeah,
Lonnie.
yeah, I don't want to move around spot.
Lonnie was gonna like just fire at the first thing she sees, but she's hearing like what Cabancho say, like how could you do this to me or something? Because I think we've established it's a covered wagon, right?
Yeah.
Lonnie's gonna peek out. Is it obvious that it's a changeling? Or
Well, here's the question, Cabancho, have you now activated the I am as dark as the night boy type moment?
I think I would.
Okay.
As soon as combat hit.
You see Zion is grabbing what looks like, you think you can see Cabancho's face, but the body is wrong? And there's some sort of dark mass behind him you can't quite make out. Almost indistinguishable with the night.
Oh my goodness, Cabancho was a changeling all this time!
Lonnie is just gonna exclaim at Parvia like, what the fuck? I thought we were done with fighting each other.
We are.
And-
Says Cabancho Parvia.
It just comes from the same direction. Then why is Zion grappling you? Why the fuck do you look weird?
I'm gonna let you try to figure that one out.
And the changeling cries out, also in Parvia, saying, "It's not the real me. There's some sort of fey magic at work. The one behind me in the shadows. He's disappeared unnaturally."
Something Cabancho can do.
Oh, okay.
And
Actually,
You don't need to
Lonnie's-
just openly mock the poor thing,
I-
alright? Jeez. You didn't know
I
Cabancho
actually-
was bully.
I mean, no. Yeah, Lonnie's just gonna assume we have the darkness cloak up or whatever.
I mean, I've shown you openly that ability before.
Okay, I don't remember if I saw it either way. Yeah.
That's the time where I
that
completely
was
forgot.
a dumb thing to say, changeling.
I completely forgot Tento and Zion doesn't have dark vision. I showed the whole party, and only you could actually see it.
Oh. What are they're just weak to black iron, right?
they're weak to black iron. You've encountered changelings before, and you know that they are vulnerable to the fire of a hearth. So if there happened to be any Aurori dug out nearby, you could really fuck them up.
Or boiled eggshells or something like that.
Boiled eggshells will
identify
compel
them.
them to start speaking in the Fey tongue and losing their mask, yes.
Ah.
But yeah, so black iron is the
It's
main thing that's going to
really-
finish him.
As a player, it's really tempting to just use Dawn. I probably shouldn't.
No, dude, be funny.
Listen, Lonnie has had a beautiful character arc. She's gone from healing her foes to hurting her friends.
Oh, I'm doing Sacred Flame on the one with the weird body.
Is that automatic fail or disadvantage on the deck save? I think it's disadvantage.
Restrained is the disadvantage on deck saves. Grappled is just 0 movement speed.
Oh. Well, if I take the left dice, they still don't succeed with the 13, so... Fire reigns as a white light, creased with a red lightning bolt motif, slams down to the changeling, charring his roiling flesh. Ooh!
Yeah,
floor
Lonnie's
on
just gonna
movement.
bonus action cast Shillelagh and just ask like, it's just these two?
Yeah.
Well, this one now.
Okay.
So,
And that's Lonnie's turn. Lonnie would stay at a distance for now.
alright. So, everyone who's looking at the changeling right now, looks and says, "Look, I am the avatar of Arachna. Gaze upon the twisted visage of a god." And everyone looking at the changeling makes me that wisdom save.
Is this magical?
All creatures.
Oh my
Did you
fucking
face the
god.
target? I mean, frightened. Technically speaking, I don't think it is. I think they're just making a scary face.
Okay.
I should probably start marking them if they're not magical.
Are you okay? You guys need help?
Ooh, my
I
turn.
mean, if you can
Oh.
magically
My
feel better.
Oh, is he trying to scare me?
By the way, how much damage did you
Yeah.
deal when you attack? Oh, no one else is attacked, right? Okay. So
I
the
had
Shivra
advantage on
spray
this.
opens up as the changeling, like its body's like pores open and just like acid sprays out towards Zion. Zion, make a dex save as you try and hold the changeling spraying acid out of its body.
Look, this is some like real body horror stuff, especially with like the face of Cabancho. I don't know. I feel like it's triggering some memories. Okay,
Yeah.
What was the DC?
higher than 1. Higher than a nat 1.
No, for the
No, for
spray.
the spray.
The spray. Oh, why the fuck doesn't it have the DC?
It's categorized as an attack. That might be why.
DC 14.
Zion level 16, yay!
Zion is Zinnia.
Alright, so, Intento, yeah, you're fine. Okay, so that's the changeling's, main and bonus actions. Acid sprays, half on a save, actually.
It's
The
okay.
shield master.
I have shield mask.
Just kidding, you raise your metal body and it goes, and you're fine.
Nice.
Shield master's so good.
That's the changeling's turn.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next time.
The vampire spawn is like trying to like funnel its like essence, like ashen essence is like twisting out into a little bat. If someone, it looks like it's slightly delayed because it took radiant damage though, so it's not gone yet. Cabancho.
Oh, I may be scared, but I still get the
I'm
attack.
rib-
I may be screwed, and you have it equals
Flanking.
out because of flanking. Yeah. You gaze upon this cruel rendition of Arachna's face, but you know this is a false
God, I'm getting
idol.
good
You
attack.
strike down the foe. Give me that damage.
I saw the one, I was like, Shin, you can't do this twice, man.
I almost did it twice. That almost rolled to a 1. There's a 16 hit.
Yes, it does. As the changeling's flesh is cut open, and as you rake your blade through, you remember too late that when you deal a lot of damage to a changeling, sometimes their acid blood shoots all over you.
And I'm gonna keep going.
Alright. You hit
I'm gonna
again.
pretend I remembered, and this is why I stayed so far back.
Alright, so a
Lonnie,
6,
you're so smart.
an 8. It's
You roll a 1 there?
down at 2 gaming,
Yes.
but give me a dex save, Cabancho. Because there is 12 acid coming your way, buddy.
Oh my fucking
Jeez.
god!
Shin, do you want to like take a lap, man? Do you just want to like just take a lap around the house, try to clear your head, you know, just so you can
Look,
feel
look,
better?
look, look, look.
You
look, look,
hack
look.
in. You're like, no, fuck you. You can't take my face. And then you
This just
hack
me?
through the face. The neck peels back and just like juts through the windpipe. Acid all over you. It strikes your coat. It burns at your own face.
This just means that
As I'm
Shin
just-
is going to get a single nat 20 sometime this session.
I don't know. With the track record I'm going, I don't know. My trajectory is very going downhill.
It is kind of amazing. Let's be
Look,
honest.
Look,
Just don't go down.
we've
Alright.
seen a lot of times where you've rolled a lot of nat ones, and then you had like that one good roll to balance it out.
Yeah.
That one good roll
Well,
for the
quote, unquote,
dozens of
balance.
bad rolls.
Yeah, quote unquote balance.
Anyways, while covered in this acid, my sword is still against the changeling's throat. It's like, so, do you still feel like diplomacy is a thing? Because we can still talk this out.
Not talking to
Yeah,
a changeling.
the changeling looks at you and says, I saw how that worked out for the vampire.
Well, you just started to threaten a friend. That's not how diplomacy starts. That's how it ends.
I'm gonna
That's your initiative. And that's my turn.
Zion, it's
Oh,
your
my
turn.
bad.
No, you did it properly, and then I clicked it even though you'd already properly done it. That's my bad.
Is that like the SCP face? 682.
So
Shy
what?
guy.
Zion.
Shy guy.
Oh.
Zion, what
Alright.
course of action were you taking this time? You're grappling this changeling.
Well, as it has learned,
Suplex.
it must punch before asking it to surrender.
Alright, so this is a less than
Oh,
lethal
whoops.
punch, given that you're
I
talking
need
about
to
surrender.
do a crit. My bad. I guess I just roll another d8.
Yeah, you roll another
Yeah,
d8.
considering you have max damage right now.
Yeah, 12. They have 2 HP left, so you're knocking them out.
Look, it's dead.
Well,
Please surrender.
Are they dead, or are you knocking them out?
I'm knocking them out.
Why is there a changeling with a vampire? What?
I am
Alright,
gonna
so-
kill the vampire.
Yeah,
by
so
the
technically
way.
you go for the confirm on the kill.
Yeah.
The vampire's body like withers and decays, ash spreads, and sort of.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think this was gonna be. I thought that was an actual hunter. Like
I
an
thought
actual
he was
person.
like someone who was charmed. Then he
Yeah,
started making a bunch
same.
of weird faces.
Yeah, so the changeling's been beaten unconscious by Zion for the moment. And you know that you've seen one of these motherfuckers in a house back in Cathadak, like, disappear back into the Fey realm and were called by some magic after you would capture them.
Oh,
You know, you've seen that happen at least once. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm just mentioning it as it's something I think that your characters would remember in this moment. Kabancha, your fear subsides,
so
as is Lonnie's.
I'm
Go
just gonna stab it. Okay.
You have, like, some black iron, I presume?
Like,
I have 2 black iron weapons.
do we want to ask questions? Like, what?
I don't think they're gonna tell us much.
Yeah. So, this is like, so I'm just gonna stab it and we're just gonna move on with our day. I'm tired of this already.
Alright, so you go with the black iron sword, you...
I think we got as much as we would.
Its green ichor boils like acid around as you through, and it deflates. And you leave an acidic burn mark and ripped, warped, odd green flesh. Grass.
So, do you think he's working with Faye, or he just called in a favor?
A favor?
Favor?
Well, if we learned anything with Tyr around, the Fae have their hands in everything. Wait, was I there for that? No, yeah, no. I was with Tyr when Fae shit happened. Yeah. Yeah, the Fae have their hand in everything.
Was that me there? Or was I someone else?
Was that me, or was that the other me, or was that the other me?
Was that the changeling me, or was that the real me?
Alright,
I mean, we did take out significant number of leaders. There is now a power vacuum that maybe the Fae are trying to fill.
I guess.
you know what?
Which doesn't bode well, but I think we just need to get back.
I hope Ischydonian has a lot of eggs.
Or black iron.
Yeah, they got plenty of kips out there cooking.
I think the eggs thing is gonna be easier.
What? Why would that be easier? You can just stab them in the hand. It's fine.
It's okay. The local doctor is just gonna have
Yeah, the
a fun
local.
time making bandages, basic bandages every day.
Yeah. Hey, at least they're getting work.
Do you think we're gonna need to like bring it back, bring the body back as proof or something? Or are they gonna
Zion's
just
already
give it to
dragging
us?
it to the cart.
I was like, is it the body?
Okay. You know what?
Yeah, you want, I mean, the
Have fun
ruined, warped,
riding with
twisted
your new cart
thing.
mate, Kiki. I'm just gonna walk now.
Lies. You're gonna be riding.
No.
So do you want? So you want to take the wreckage of the? Do you want? I mean, yeah. Do you want to bring like the remnants of both?
Is there remnants of the vampire? I thought the vampire is just dust and poof.
Yeah, basically.
I think if we need to bring
Which I
remnants
guess
of
it
the
is
vampire, I'm sure we'll meet another one along the way. It's fine. They
Um,
know they have a vampire problem. I think that's kind of redundant.
At this
Hey,
point,
we found some vampires.
I'd like to think that they have enough faith and trust in us that they would believe our word.
I would still bring the body. You get hurt.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? It's Kiki's problem. I'm gonna be walking.
Let's say we bring
Yeah,
the body.
are you walking or
just
you
to be
riding on
sure.
Mimi?
Can't be too
Um,
careful.
I guess walking. Either way, I
you
I don't think I
guys-
can technically play the Sami sim now.
Are you guys gonna still camp here, like 30 feet from where you had the fight?
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's a nice spot.
All right, some tents get pitched.
You know, the casual smell of death and blood
Yeah, what?
and acid.
What, Lonnie? You know what? You never just slept in those kind of areas before?
Who needs
Well-
scented candles when you
Alright,
have
on
a
the
battlefield?
Lon-
Lonnie, it
day
feels
of
like you
going
need a
north,
hug. Would you like a
midday.
hug?
You arrive at the Ischygoro city
You're covered
gates.
in acid.
I mean, I
I'll
can get it
pass.
off before or after the hug.
You once again roll up, and this is actually inaccurate because Lonnie and Lumi aren't in the back this time. These are also probably old tokens. Yeah, you guys roll up. You're in Ischydonia, you're in Ischygoros, and the soldiers see you and they say, "Hail! Are you here to trade or just traveling through with your cart?"
This is like the capital where we're supposed to
Yeah.
be with the person, right?
Right.
Okay.
And they're like, "Either way, we're going to have to see what's under there."
Sure, we're here for some business, but you can inspect the car. We have nothing to hide.
All right. So where's the
I look
Wait,
at
the body's in there, right?
Yeah, where's
just-
where's the destroyed remnant of the Fae? Isn't that in your cart?
Yes.
Yeah, Lonnie, just give like just
Is
a
it?
fair warning. There,
Tento's just
there's
kind of
something
like
grotesque
impressed.
in there, but we can explain. I promise.
Tento's just kind of like impressed in this situation. How
Kinda
like
look at each other and
Kabacha's
Actually-
just like, yeah, you can check it.
Actually, you know what,
It'll be
Lonnie?
fine.
Lonnie's just gonna like dig for the letter or whatever that we got. Like, actually, yeah, no,
the
this
seal?
is gonna be easier. This is gonna be easier.
All right,
And
Yeah,
she's
I
so
was
just
just
gonna
gonna
show
show the
it.
seal
So-
as they come up to the car.
okay, so all right, they see the seal and they say, "Ah, yes, let's use an explanation." Well, the
Yeah, this is
Anox
great.
awaits, and they kind
I
of like
wanna see how
nod to
this
each
is
other,
gonna
and one of
turn
them
out.
like gives a wave, like it's cool, and they they fall back.
I am very disappointed. I was gonna have a fun.
I don't know what you guys thought I was gonna do.
I don't know. That's what I was waiting to see. I was curious.
I was gonna ask if you had like maybe like wrapped it up or something, and like then it was
Nope, it's just there.
Nope,
Guys, roll
we're just gonna
Ischygoros.
not have this conversation.
and yeah, you guys once again travel through the Ischygoros market. And, you see all the people doing business. There are people talking. And, saying, after the planting season, we're all just having quite the time now, aren't we? And someone says, yeah, the spring games are pretty impressive. I hear a lot of people fell in love. And someone's like, well, it's to be expected with all the outdoor activity. And, make your way on to the Sunrise Palace.
Well, Tento's
I
just gonna
presume
go
we're
fuck
gonna-
off somewhere else.
Okay.
He's not gonna sit through with these people again.
Lonnie is going to, especially as we get closer, just gonna put up the detect good and evil,
Yep.
which does include Faye.
Indeed. Yep, y'all are oh, right. Did we make an effect that will track you with that?
Not that I know of.
I'm guessing we tried the one in active effects and it didn't do it.
I don't think there is one that for this, so like,
Hmm.
and we don't know how to make custom ones yet.
I've made some before. I'll work on it. But yeah, so you guys walk and you walk in and you hear a familiar instrument playing
Tento does not want to be here. He'll go to like a bar or
So
something.
Himari is here, and she looks at you guys. Tomas is here. Liana is here, enjoying some grapes on a recliner, and Woby Salt steps forward and says, "Ah, our triumphant heroes return after dealing with our many affairs." And Eliana says, "It is good to see people return fresh from the field." She steps down, but she just stop a moment and appreciate the music before stepping forward and going on. And she says, "So, you've defeated all of them, have you?"
Lonnie's just also gonna like bump up to see if she can catch them in the radius, cause just in case now.
Yes, you're walking up like very like promptly to like get to catch everyone you can in it. Yep. And
This is really far up,
yeah,
damn.
Eliana and Wobi still like look at you as if they're so like, oh, I guess she's like in charge of the talking now. And Zion walks right up, and Wobi Salt says, "Yes, you've done quite the job, haven't you?"
Oh, by the way, Zion is dragging
Tento's like, "Fuck this
the
shit."
changeling body with it.
Oh, yeah, they look, and the guards are kind of appalled, and Zion says,
So,
"What is this fresh kill that you've drug in from the field, Zion?"
so we have some different development.
Wobi Salt creans their head over, and he's like, "Oh. Oh my."
Please tell me you recognize this. I don't have to go through all the explanation of this.
He nods and says, "The thing should be concealed at once," and throws like a tablecloth over it and says, "We will handle this. Guards, guards," and gesticulates, and everyone looks and like, "Are you sure?" And Eliana says, "My concubine has told you to go. Now go." And the guards kind of like peace off, and Obi Salt says, "My good priest," and like flicks a few gold, and nods and says, "Our privacy, if you would." And the priest says, "Of course, but I think you will find the greatest privacy comes from within." And he just kind of walks away. And Tento pulls up to a bar, and Tento, how hard are you drinking?
Not really. He doesn't want to be there.
You get
Takes
like
a drink. He nurses like a beer or
yeah,
something.
you have a light, you have they have a decent frothy beer here, and the people are talking, and they're like, "Yeah, the Olga say it's going to be a really hot summer. I can't wait to get in some weightlifting. Oh yeah, I can't wait for uh, the summer games have already been had, but I can't wait for the fall games. Oh, a regular fall guy, aren't you?" So anyway, meanwhile, back in the Palace of the Sun, Eliana looks around and says, and Woby Salt whispers in her ear, and she says, "So, there are Fae afoot."
I'm sorry. Did you guys have a history with fate problems? Did not realize that we should have had it more concealed.
And Woby Salt says, "We've never had any direct issues with them, but I am familiar with them. This is my first time seeing a changeling's body in person, though. I've mostly read about it in books or heard secondhand. Can you tell us who this individual was impersonating and anything else that you can about their operations? Did they attack you while you were attempting to execute your job here, or did something else happen?"
They attack. Well, these were trailing us, and they work for Pelton, the
Hmm.
one leader that we know of that got away.
And Tomas says, "Ah, that bastard. We almost had him at the Western Pass, but he slipped by after sacrificing many of his followers in a distraction. Pah! A filthy coward." And Eliana says, "Yes, we descended upon the forces of the daughters Achilleus after you popped them open back at the temple. As far as I'm concerned, you've finished your job." However, it is good to see that you continue to kill Pelton's agents.
Well,
But
we are now a prime target of revenge.
you not. Such is the way of killers making enemies. But you've done well. I am sure that Pelton is too weak to act against you, otherwise he would have already done so. It's possible he's trying to monitor your movements and wait for an opening. If you want to draw him out, personally, I'd suggest you give him one. What looks like an opening to him, and is in fact a trap laid by you. In that way you will encircle the enemy. Gobi Salt says, yes, although the presence of the Fae is troubling. And did you tell him that they were found in the company of the vampire?
Lonnie was planning on piping in with that info when there was time to.
Sure. I mean, they're looking at you for any and all information.
Yeah. The changeling was with a singular vampire. They did not think we would catch them, or at least they didn't act like they wouldn't be caught. And the only information we could get out of them was Pelton was traveling and heading west.
Moby Salt scratches his chin and says, that matches with our records and expectations. It is troubling, though. Well, we'll be in touch about any further developments, and send a letter to Sorojo about them. However, for the moment, and Eliana nods and says, for the moment we have your chests of gold to take home with you.
Much appreciated.
Oh. And, one other thing. And she looks at Moby Salt, and Moby Salt says, yes, we've heard a strange report coming from one of the cities to the south. You entered an old, desolated mausoleum. You responded to an issue with one of the old, desolated mausoleums of a fallen branch of kings, yes?
Yeah, so there's a pretty long list of things that we need to fill you guys in with.
Of course. And Eliana says, let us have it over wine, then. Oh, and where is Tento?
He is, I look up behind me and like, oh, he is off making sure there's no more changelings.
Well, in
I'm
that
sure
case,
he's very vigilant in his duty.
we will save a drink for him then. And
Just see a flashback to Tendo just like sipping on his beer, like, this is nice.
Yes.
so there is much
Making sure there's no more changelings in the drink.
there is much olive oil and zucchini and wine and grapes. And after all is said and done, do you guys hold back anything, or do you fill them in on everything that happened?
Not Archimede, I believe.
Yeah,
I see.
everything but Archimedes
And
specifically.
And what do you tell her was happening instead of the truth about that city, about Xylaros?
That the clock tower, there was a clock tower underground that was activated, or may have been active this whole time. That was
That gross.
Well, it was like it was the cause of the earthquakes. It was activated when we went there. We destroyed the mechanisms, so it shouldn't be active anymore. And when we left, we were ambushed by the
Crows.
the crows. And leave it in the way where like imply connection but never actually confirms.
Excellent. And so you tell her about like the fact that like the ancient king of the enemy dynasty was like totally destroyed by you guys.
Yeah, I don't think Kabancha
Yeah.
would hold back that.
Yeah. At that, she says, "My friends, see if you have won my friendship indeed." And she gives a little to her treasure guy, and two more like boys with big chests of gold come in, and you get an extra 2,000 gold for this job.
Oh shit.
Well, what were you originally gonna get for this job again? That's the first question.
I
thought we
I
wrote
want
that
to say a
down.
1,000 each, but I don't remember off the top of my head. To the VOD.
We ever keep track of this stuff?
I thought we had in our notes. Are they not in the documents?
Yeah, Kirkos 341. We received it. I don't see a number.
Yeah, sounds about right for us.
I'll put
So
the
we
word
get.
So you
So
were
we're
getting
getting extra
you
2K,
you
right?
were getting thousands. You're getting an extra 2,000. And yeah, the conversation goes well, and you know, Amari kind of satisfied with the gloating she's done after winning the shooting competition is not too undiplomatic. Hamas
Where is
is very
Bartiga?
intrigued with everything.
Probably gone back home.
Yeah, Bartiga rolled on back home.
Hopefully he makes it back home.
And you guys have a nice time. And Wilby Salt says, "I'll be in touch, and we'll be strengthening all of our defenses. If you know anybody with a good line on black iron weapons, we'd be very interested in making a purchase around."
You also know about like the eggshell stuff, right?
He says, "Eggshells."
Lonnie will let them know about like
Mhm.
can at least like help find changelings. If is it just by keeping eggshells, or do you have to like burn
Boil
them?
them, I
Boiled,
think.
Boil them.
boiling eggshells.
Yeah. So he nods and he's like, we will have eggshells boiled at once at all functions." And you know, he's taking it. He's learning everything, and says, "I'll see what I can learn." There's a sort of golden glint to his eyes.
And not someone who has a black iron, but I think you should encourage local business. And I talk about Ayel's apothecary
Mm-hmm.
from that
Oh,
one town I forgot from where.
yes. And Eliana, when all is done and Tento hasn't showed back up, Eliana says, "Well, you're of course welcome to stay and feast. But," and she looks out over the sun horizon and says, "Let your friend Tento know that I did get his letter."
Who's
Oh
talking?
yeah, that's right. The horse hopper.
He asked me for a certain favor, and as he has of course earned my friendship, I have granted it.
Sorry, which person's talking? The Eliana?
Eliana, yeah,
Okay.
the Annex. Yeah,
I will make sure he knows. I don't think Tento told us about this letter.
I think I did.
I don't think
Did
you
I
told
not?
them what it was. You just told them that you wrote a letter or something, right? Or that you
I'm
signed
actually
something.
trying to remember. I thought I did tell
You've
them.
mentioned that it happened. I just don't know how many details you gave.
Yeah.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
like to let's just say I mentioned it. It's like, yeah.
Eliana smiles and says, "But don't come crying to me if you find yourself cart and no horses." And that comment absolutely fucking mystifies all of you. Because yeah, you don't have the context, but
No, it mystifies Kabancho because everyone keeps calling us whacking a cart.
so you guys have a nice feast, and it's like a really nice time, and I think that that's more or less how it goes down. Unless anybody would want to like be sure to do or say something with one of these characters, I think that it's time to head home.
Yeah.
Ayana Kirkos is looking
guess-
out at this vast like open-sided palace room that looks out over the horizon, and she says, "Soon I will have my last campaign. I'll be glad to have friends like you when that happens. And do not forget, more than mere gold. You have won my friendship. Do not neglect to use it. I'm not getting any younger." Chuckles.
Is she talking to just them? Or is this something she says after when everyone leaves?
She says this while they're like about to leave.
Okay.
Tento, would you come by at some point? Or you're drawn down and drinking at the tavern.
I'll come by at some point
You
to
come by
remember
at
where
some
everyone
point.
is.
Yeah, you come by and it's like, ah, I see that he returns fresh from the field as well. And yeah, she then says that. She says, "I'll soon have my last campaign." She says, looking out at the horizon and this room of the sun, where the sun is still set like rising, like the light brilliantly crashes on you and all the white marble. And she says, "Soon I'll have my last campaign, and I'll be glad for your friendship then, and you too of mine. Let me know if you need anything, and I'll be sure to reward you. As just as I will remember to call upon your friendship." And
Yes,
she
ma'am.
gives you a nod to Tento, like as a meaningfully emphasize that that's already happened.
Tento's gonna be like, what is she talking about?
Roll me an int save to remember.
What is going? What? Tento's just like, yeah. He's just like, nodding. Of course.
Tento,
Fuck. Shit, man. I guess I just
yeah,
have to
you
remember.
you called in a favor of getting one Harlan Horsehopper out of prison.
Yeah.
He is now
I'll
pardoned.
nod.
He's now
Yeah,
pardoned a
politely
criminal
nod
on
and
your
that's fine.
behalf.
Politely nod, like, thank you. Yeah.
Because of course, but do be
I just
careful.
stare at Tento.
Anyone with a mount will need to watch themselves. Then she says this with a smile.
Oh,
I still stare at Tento.
I'm sure he's harmless. I'm sure he moved his brand into something else. What if he moved it to horse giver instead of horse hopper? Start his own farm.
He gives people horses, but they're horses he stole from other people, so he's still Harlan Horsehopper.
There you go. Look, you need to make sure. Look, people are gonna keep coming to him if he keeps stealing the horses, right? Supply and demand.
Take from everyone and give to the poor.
No, you just take from everyone and give back to everyone.
One question I do have for the group. Are we also like completely open about the Abrota stuff?
No.
You guys,
You
That's
weren't
something
here.
you should specify.
Did you guys mention a Broda, or were you just like, no? You know,
I would not have mentioned Abrota.
she's not one of the jobs that you were given, but you could bring her up if you want.
I would not bring up Abrota. Just because when we last talked, it seemed like she didn't want to
If
get
we
attention.
did they like talk about like what they're doing with the vampire who like surrendered and is like leading them? Like did they like give an update on that at all?
If you ask, Wobusalt will say that our informant is continuing to be quite useful.
That's it.
I mean, you could pry if you want. If you want to pry further, you can. But that's
Nah, it's just like
Mr. Spymaster doesn't really love handing out that kind of information if he doesn't have to.
I don't think Lonnie would necessarily mention Abrota. Question mark. Yeah, I don't think so.
Bonjo wouldn't. Well, thank you for the feast and the reward, and hopefully we have both have bright futures. Maybe we can cross our paths again.
Yeah. Ayana Kyoko says, with the sun rising behind her, "Indeed, a bright future, a new dawn, for a
Fuck, do we do an
glorious day."
all-nighter?
No, it's you guys arrived early today.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
We're feasting
shit.
that hard?
all that said and done, is time for you guys to roll on. Roll on. Roll on. If you will.
what games were those guys talking about again?
They talked about the summer games that happened. That was shooting games. The
Yeah.
games you missed, and then the fall games are coming up next.
What are the fall games based on?
They are
What's their
they're
theme?
kind of like the Olympics where it's like you're doing different exercises and trying to win races, trying to be the best.
Like there it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
You know that's coming up in the fall.
Yep.
So, you guys head out to Ischydonian once more. Ischydonian Mikros, and I presume that you guys just want to take the road out the way you came in past Pro Costita.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. On your way out, you come upon the village of Stravos once again. And as you arrive, you see that there Doira and Gregorian are happily married, and they see Tento and
This
they say,
guy
"Oh,
beat up.
thank you again." No, this Gregorian is the guy who beat up his dad so that he could get
Yeah,
married.
yeah, yeah. No, that's what I meant. Like
Yeah.
that's what led them to their
That was
marriage.
a thing.
And he sees you, and he and his wife are very happy. He's like, "Oh my goodness, my friend Tento, who stood for me in the circle. You are truly a
Yes.
strong man. I hope that you have had a good time here in Ischydonia. We are truly a
Tento's
people
sister.
beneath the great and glorious light of the day, the strength of the sun behind us, and our friends."
I had
Didn't they
a
give us a sheep? What happened to that sheep?
Yeah, what happened to the sheep?
wait. They gave us a sheep.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
probably told them to keep
What?
it.
Yeah, do you have a sheep in the back? He like pops up his head and goes, "Bah!" It's actually secretly
Yo!
eating-
I've been here
It-
this
what?
whole time.
It's been secretly eating through its way through all your provisions. And you just ran out. That's why you didn't have to track food this whole time. But begin to
I
make
feel
your
like we
forage
would have
roll.
told them to keep the sheep.
Oh, the
I'm
Chiefs name
pretty
would
sure we
be
tried.
the Chiefs name would be Wooly.
All right, Wooly.
Oh my god, I forgot
Alright,
about
here's
the
Amanda.
freaking
I forgot
sheep.
about it. Well, I mean, that's one more animal to add to Tento's
Menagerie.
yeah, menagerie of animals that he has.
Is the
He is gonna give them a nice wedding gift of I have a shit ton of gold. I don't have shit ton, but
I was like, you
We
do?
just
Because
got
you sure
paid.
didn't offer the gold. We're
I'll give them
we're
10
tabling
gold.
that till afterwards because
Yeah,
I
they
don't
are.
know
They're
how much gold
incredibly
we got.
thankful again. And
We
they
at least
offer,
got 2,000.
They
divided
offer
among-
for you to come in and have a nice dinner. You know, that lunch dinner combo. And
I'll,
thanks.
I'll politely decline just because I am very much homesick.
And they say they're appreciative, but come by or anytime. Be sure to write. And Banalokas kind of like scowls, sat on his little stool in his head, and
I just give him a thumbs up.
yeah. And you guys roll out of Ischydonia. You guys
I'm
traverse
surprised they didn't ask Tento to be a godfather.
the Slim Circle. Indeed.
I
You
mean,
head from-
I
you
might
head
get
from
letters later.
Ischydonia Mitros into Saffron Province. You guys are moving on. Moving
It's been a while
on.
since we looked at
I'm
that
gonna-
map.
I'm gonna look at
Yeah.
Wooly as like, so like, how long have you been in this cart?
It says you get to name it.
Because they gave it to me.
Yeah,
that's
technically
fair.
Tento is the one who got it.
Yeah,
You guys, you hear that flooding has impacted the dirt road that you took last time. You get through the outskirts of Actigoros, and you go through a really familiar forest.
Wait, can we make a Montreal wagon license to redeem himself?
Yeah. Roll the wagon license to see how you're driving. It takes a few extra days.
Motherfuck.
So it's all right. You're on the road, although it does start to become a dirt road at a certain.
I think
point.
I've had 2 rolls that are above 10 today. No, I'm sorry, 3 rolls above
No,
10.
all your attacks landed, so it's at least 4 at this point, right?
None of
You attacked 3 times, right?
I attacked 3 times, but I remember not all of them were above 10. I do have a high modifier for attacks.
No, they're all above 10.
Are they?
Yeah, one was an 11. No, that's the damage. Sorry. Attack roll. Oh no, you did have one that was just an 8. How? Oh no, that's damage again. Yeah, no, all your
Need
attacks were
some help,
above.
Breeden?
Yes. I read like a third grader, man. Yeah,
So-
no, you land all your attacks. You're fine.
So, you guys have arrived, right? And you're coming through the woods, and are Lonnie and Lumi still out at the back, or are you guys, riding to the side now?
I mean, once the chain thing is gone.
Yeah,
Once the dead body is gone.
yeah, and
Oh, does that mean you're camping with Wooly?
yeah, there's a sheep back there as well. Kabancho, you are in the place you died the first time.
Wait,
Holy
really?
It
shit.
is the exact same road, yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
blood
think
stain
it
was
was like
here.
somewhere around here.
Yeah, Scion, you step out on the road. It's later in the day. It's been about a week, and you see a stranger with a wicker hat on, walking down the road, katana at his hip, an ebon hilt, a masterwork, denoting a master.
Does that look familiar to me?
Does it look familiar to you?
Yeah,
The sword or the person?
the sword.
Uh,
So I only know what. I guess we haven't seen that many people with masterwork weapons, but I only know one person who had masterwork
so
katana.
so it looks like it is a masterwork katana. It doesn't look like a particular one that you've encountered before. It seems like but it is an even hilted blade.
Just want to make sure.
Yeah. So he walks down the road, and Kabanch, you've stopped a moment because you have to adjust the cart, and also because you're reminiscing on the fact, oh, I died here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is the first place. This is the first time I died.
Yeah, it's getting late in the day, but it's not yet night.
Lonnie, thank you very much for being the only true friend to drag my body to that temple that day.
I
I would
don't
not
think
be
he
here
knew
without
that.
you.
I don't think you knew that you were
Wait,
dead.
that's what you're dead, weren't you?
I'm
You're
sure someone's
unconscious.
told me.
Why would anyone admit to
And,
that?
So yeah, y'all are reminiscing. Zion, you see this wicker-hatted stranger, and he stops and he says, "Hello.
Hello.
Perhaps you could help me. You see, I've been wandering for some time, and I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the legendary arms. You might know an elf who has Black Eagle striking, or maybe someone else with the Rebel Blade."
Alright, with that being said, Tento's gonna pull out his weapons.
Does Kibanjo hear this?
Yeah, he's right there, and
Oh,
he
I don't know
says,
what the distance is.
he says, "Ah, I hear you're drawing your weapons. Do they thirst for blood?"
What the f?
No.
Who are you?
I am a man who lost his father to war. Cruel ritters with their weapons cut him down. I wanted to become stronger, you see, so that I could avenge him. Tell me, won't you say where these weapons are? I just need to find them.
To become stronger?
No. To give them someone very important to me. My teacher, Genjiro. He steps forward, there's a bit of a chink of his belt. It shakes and he says, I hear, yes. Many legs of an anorak. Yes. Yes, this is your party. So, you won't tell me where Tyr is? You won't tell me where the Rebel Blade is?
I have no idea where he is.
You see the person's chin move, although you can't see their mouth. You get the sense that they're smiling as they say, well, that's wonderful.
But actually, where's the rubber blade right now?
It's
Oh, in
at the
bag of
castle.
holding.
It's at the castle.
Okay.
Oh,
In
is it?
Just making
Oh,
sure.
yeah,
It's
right, right, right.
in its like
It's in its
Stand?
shrine in the
Shrine?
Third
There you go. Yeah.
Right. I forgot.
He says,
Um,
"That's wonderful to hear. You see, otherwise, I was going to be forced to do something I don't want to do."
then why do it?
Is
Well,
he really forcing himself? And
You see-
check that shit.
you see, if I thought you knew something, I would have to leave. I would have to take you alive.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I don't want to do that. I don't even care that my father died anymore. The blood itself is what I desire. And his katana whips out. He doesn't come out yet, but he leans forward and he says, "Now then, draw your blades. Cut me." And he looks like he's ready for that. He's fucking ready for it. He's fucking ready for it.
I don't think we really want to do this either. Can we just agree to like not do the stuff that we don't want to do and just keep going on our ways?
Says, "Of course, we should all do what we want to do." And
Sounds like he wants to cut us, Lonnie.
yeah, he says, "I agree. Let me show you." He whips out his sword and he twists it into an unusual grasp. Kabancho and Tento, you assess that he is using a killer style of swordsmanship. His blows
Jesus.
cannot be delivered non-lethally. And he says, "Now then, it's time for each of us to do what they want to do." And I mean, this isn't exactly stealth now, is it? You see this coming.
bit edgy there, aren't we?
He's about to give you that fucking edge. He is sprinting into the middle of this fucking group.
Alright.
This
Do
shit-
I have my initiative thing messed up? Nope.
I'm hitting the button.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I want to see all the dice roll. You know, it'd be really cool if it matched like all the like dice that we chose.
Oh, hey,
Of course, I'm going
positive number.
after.
Alright, so Kabancho.
Oh my gosh! How did you
Plus
get ahead of me
10.
in a roll? Look at
So
look at that!
Kabancho, are
See,
you like
look.
up in the tree or at the base of the tree?
I'm at the base of the tree.
Alright, so you're at that raised platform that you were jumped for from,
Mhm.
you know, back in the day.
How does this work? So, Leah, how would you like me to do a, let me just explain my thing for full. Don't consume this spell slot. So I wanted to try to cast Remove Curse,
Hmm.
on the person to break any curse
Uh-huh.
that might be afflicting.
Sure. You can do that. It's
But
a-
it
it's
is
a touch
I
range.
need to touch the person.
Uh-huh.
Do I need to make a spell attack and use that as my roll? Because there's usually not a roll that I know
so
of.
do you want to run up and try and slap him with this spell?
Mhm. More or less, yes.
You think that you should just be able to cash it on him. You run up though, and he immediately swings his blade for your fucking throat the moment you go to cast a verbal component spell. Roll me a dex save.
Hey, double
Oh
digit.
my god,
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw that one roll.
Yeah, so
you saw the one you
his
panicked.
blade's like just short of your windpipe, and you get it off. You cast it, and you cast a spell on him. If he was cursed, he's not anymore.
Okay.
His
Or it
blade-
was too high leveled.
His blade remains in the killer stance.
Alright, let me actually remove my spell slot then. Alright. And then
What
I'm
did
going
you
to
do?
position myself around. I thought he had what you had, Tento.
No, you can. Is this blade even red?
I don't know. He's acting
Hey,
like you did.
What do you mean you don't
His
know?
sword is not red. It It is a steel blade with an elegant hamon, speaking to great swords craftsmanship.
Ah, Zion, you're too close.
All right, Kabancho, anything else in your turn?
Yeah, I'm sure Zion will be good at this. As my bonus, I'm gonna use my Silk Knight ability for my jacket. Unfortunately, Zion's just within the range. Actually, can I do that when I'm standing over here?
Yeah.
So that's the range.
Mm-hmm. He passes.
Yeah.
He says, "There's no deceiving me. Just you and me, all of us together in the dance. Now draw your sword, and I will show you the strength of Genjiro's school." And Kabancho, is that your turn?
That is my turn. Do I recognize the Genjiro school?
Uh,
Or maybe a distant memory from a distant spirit that no longer resides
Roll.
with us?
You don't have any Akechi flashbacks to Genjiro. Give me a history check, though. Not sure.
But yes, that is my turn.
Yeah, you've not heard of. I mean, you've heard of guys named Genjiro, but not ones who have sword schools. Tento, it's your turn.
Okay. I actually meant to return this. Hey, is this weird helmet thing still screaming?
It's not happy. Would you have returned it on your way back in town when you were drinking, or?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
In fact, what happens is it screams out, "It's 10:30, a 10-minute break," and it flies at the screen, hits the camera.
Wait, are you even here?
Yeah. All right, 10-minute
my
break,
God.
everyone.
I would have returned it. Gosh, I guess I would.
I hope so.
See, if I didn't return it, I was gonna put it on the guy.
Hey, I'll see you guys after the break.
Damn, if only I didn't return it. Oh well.
That should not be the lesson you're taking from this.
What? That I should keep everything I steal?
Don't do it.
Remember, kids, whatever you take, just keep it. It's fine. Consequences, whatever. They'll find their way back to their owners. It's fine. Coffee.
So, we taking bets if Shin is going to die again here.
Yo, if Shin dies here, I'm gonna like bust out laughing. I will literally just lose it. I will have to mute myself for a good couple minutes.
I am rolling to die here again. Also, I got really confused because I'm listening to the VOD of when we first talked to these people, and for a second I thought in the VOD people were taking bets if I die, talking to people. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? And I realized it's actually you guys.
No, it's another VOD. You're listening to another VOD.
And Shin, I'm noticing has everyone taken the benefits of a long rest?
I have not.
You might want to hit your long rest buttons. It's been 8 days. You have everything back. You don't have temp HP.
Ah, I was at full health.
I should not have my spell slot back though, because I did cast that just now.
We did just leave though, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
Hey.
you've been on the road.
Oh, okay, so okay.
I mean, from previous. You know what I mean?
Like, I did use like a spell slot when we went to go meet with them. Like, is that back then?
So we did detect good and evil.
Yeah. Look. The face shit. I wasn't dealing with that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't the same day that we met with the Ischydonian people, right?
Not the same day, no.
Okay.
We have changed province since then.
Is it my turn? Are we back on?
I think that we are. I mean, I'm good to go if y'all are good to go.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Ento, it's the turn, Toe.
One second. I'm right here. That's the wrong button. Sooner or later, I'll be able to hit all the right buttons. All right. Do.
Yeah, Shin, try not to die here again. I know it's really tempting.
I think I have a choice with my bad rolls.
I'm gonna walk
I
up
don't
to the
choose to roll
guy.
bad.
Next thing I'm gonna do is
On the plus side, the only wolf that can crit you is Lumi right now.
well, we don't know if this guy could be a werewolf.
I said right now.
As of right now, that's fair.
The ultimate act of betrayal.
Yo, hey Lee,
Hmm?
can I throw spilling salt at this guy's face?
Yeah.
Remember what smelling salts does?
Give me a dexterity to just chuck it.
DM is confused.
Do you remember what smelling salts does?
Well, I'm assuming since this man is blind, it would affect him more.
You can still hear.
Yeah, okay. What's hearing gonna? What do we? Yes, I understand he can still hear, but I'm gonna assume that the smelling salt. I'm assuming a stronger sense of smell would disorient him. Am I not? Am I silly of thinking that or not?
I just want to make sure you remember what the base function of smelling salts were.
Yeah, it's to pick up someone
Thank you for the water of the
From-
Lee.
who is unconscious.
I can see the logic. I just don't know if
You
it's
throw it
worth
in his face.
see.
It hits him in the face. He kind of like his nostril. You could go flare. He's like, "What? You've assailed my senses. Ingenious strategy. It won't save you."
Can I? Mm. Can I like jump up and pop his ears now?
Yeah. Give me a sleight of hand to. You trying to like get your fingers in his eardrums?
No, like just like smack the side of his head.
Give me a sleight of hand to do that. And you want to try and like get like under his helm?
Oh yeah, he is wearing I forgot the helmet.
He's wearing like.
He actually blind.
I
Don't
mean,
know.
I think
Maybe
I'm
I
gonna
see his
disorient the fuck out of him in a second. All right.
Give me a sleight of hand. Give me
Do I
a
get it?
boom boom clap.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah, and you're flanking with Camacho. Alright, yeah, well you slap
think I
his
hit-
fucking ears.
Wait. One of those was a 1. Let me roll a d20 see if I get a crit.
God.
Dang it. Okay, it wasn't. So it's fine.
Anything else want to do on your turn? I mean, you've done too much to attack him at this point.
Okay. Which one of those did one of those take? Sorry, did I already use my main action and bonus action?
I would say the salt throwing could be a bonus, but slapping him on the ears real hard is an action.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, I don't
Alright.
have any more actions left.
His head seems to be ringing. It's Zion's turn.
Hmm. I guess walk up over here.
Fucking 30. I was really hoping I was gonna get in that 20 and just like ruin this man's eardrums.
Just roll my attacks real quick.
Ooh,
Alright,
nice.
So you hit him, and then you hit him
Both?
again.
nice. Very good. Very good.
All right, 18 damage. You've shook him. He shooketh.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. He twists his blade in his hand. He drops to a low stance and he says, "Surrounded by all of you? What more could I ask for?" And he is ringing. His
Could
ears are
Lonnie
ringing.
be hurt that he said all of you and Lonnie's not there?
I mean, you know, it's got not great sight lines right now. So
all he hears is bah.
So, yeah. The effect is that he will get one less attack this turn because you smacked his ears.
Okay.
He has multi-attack of 4. So he will
Oh
get 3.
shit!
So, as one of his attacks, he wheels around on Zion and uses Mountain Crushing Blow. Which it only goes through if he hits.
Okay.
Oh, does 23 hit?
I'll use my reaction to cast shield.
A massive, like, double-handed, overarching blow brings off of this golden, hexagonal, expansive, interlocking of ethereal shields, and he says, "Oh, I see how it's going to be." And he has disadvantage against attacking other people right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. He does it anyway. He is going to attack Ento twice at disadvantage.
Oh shit.
One for each ear.
Yeah.
Well, we can be
Those
happy
both
for the
miss.
disadvantage. And
Yep.
he would have one more attack, but he doesn't. But I would note, he is in a low stance. And he can't move very fast in this low guard stance, but he's ready for you. He doesn't seem like it would be great for blocking incoming stabs, though. Lonnie.
I'm just gonna do this.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Alright, you pop up and you cast a little whole person.
Damn it.
I'm gonna use my reaction to twist to fate that.
Oh,
Well,
let's see
roll
it, let's
that
see it, let's
4. 4 or greater.
see it. Ooh. You
Off
twist
by
it, but
one.
you're like, oh man, he's too wise. You're not sure if that's the right way to put it, but you know. You don't quite get it. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
I guess I will just bonus action cast Shillelagh while I deal with the spell on my end. Lonnie will mount Lumi, but otherwise, I guess just stay by the cart.
Alright. It's Cabancho's turn. What does Cabancho want to do? There is a man with a sword. It is hanging low. He is swaying.
I think I'm also gonna try to cast Hold Person.
By the way, who has the concentration thing?
I would have this one.
Okay, just making sure.
Alright. You successfully seize him.
Oh damn.
That is my action. I do not have bonus I can
Hey, wait,
use.
here's a quick question. That's a verbal component spell, isn't it? I see a V.
Yes.
Yeah, give me that deck save, boy. This shit's swinging for your fucking throat.
Throat chop.
Oh, you
did it!
sway out of the way as the blade swings
Nice.
by. Yeah.
Yay!
You can roll double digits.
I can.
Hey, shut up! Ah! As he's seized by this. So yeah, he's presently paralyzed. Cabancho, you have a bonus action. You done?
I do not have a bonus action.
Ento.
I'm gonna hold. Actually, I'm gonna step up.
Yeah,
the hill.
while he's paralyzed, you're gonna crawl away and concentrate.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one more step. That's good.
Tento Turnto.
So from unlimited reactions to no reactions. Let's go.
Can I take his weapon away?
His grip on his weapon is quite firm. You would need to physically like remove the fingers or like crack at his hand to get it out.
Could Zion to disarm him?
I'm surprised the person that is like bloodthirsty trying to kill us, we are all merciful to. But like the
Look,
normal
man, we don't.
bystander, we try to just straight up off.
Look, man. He's just some edgelord. It's fine.
He just some edgelord.
All right, it's fine.
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to pry it out his hand. How does
Alright,
this work? with whole
you're
person,
gonna
then?
have to attack him. You're gonna have to hurt his hand to get it out. He has a death grip on it.
Okay.
Somewhere in the world, Tyr is shaking his head.
No, Tyr can vibe with this guy.
No, that we're also just like being really merciful right now.
Alright, you managed to knock his hand. You knock one of his hands off of the weapon.
Oh my god. Okay.
If Zion can handle it before his turn, then you can be sure that it's out of his hands.
I mean, I still have bonus action, don't I?
Yeah, you want to try and steal it?
Yeah.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Advantage. He's not moving.
Mhm. Yeah, so you managed to grab it and, like, very slowly but surely, like, peel it out of his hands.
And then Tintel's just gonna walk back to Livington.
Are we? Lonnie's just gonna call out Harvey. Like, are we done yet? Like,
I
can we just
don't
move on?
know.
Can he talk while he's like that?
No, he's
Oh, he's
He's
paralyzed.
paralyzed. He can still hear us.
Yeah.
Question is, can he understand Lonnie?
It's also fair.
Guys, I think we're done here.
Zion, it's your turn.
We're just gonna leave this person that is going to hunt our friends, and just let him continue to hunt our friends.
Alright, you're it.
Would
You're
you
it.
like
if he can't
to surrender?
if he can't handle us, he can't handle Tyr.
Alright,
Let's be
give
I
me-
believe auto crits.
He
Because
is
melee.
paralyzed. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Oh, dang. It's a max roll on my attack.
How's it feel to do
Oh my
20 damage?
Wow. I never
it's so different.
What is this feeling?
37. You punched him, he's bloodied.
Would you like to surrender?
You cannot
Zion,
communicate while
he
paralyzed.
can't talk to you.
Alright.
Let's just
end
let's
of
just
turn?
walk away.
At the end of turn, he can make a save again. Would you like me to pull up the text?
No, I'm just gonna click it. Alright, so
So I'm
At
gonna
the
use
end
my
of his
reaction
turn.
to twist the fate that.
Time to go bully.
that puts him down to 15, which is your DC.
Yeah.
Alright. He shakes out, he's clearly like about to lunge for Tento to
Oh my god.
get that weapon back, but end of turn is when he gets free, so y'all have a go round. Lonnie, did you run back away from the cart? Huh?
Oh,
Hmm?
I don't know why I'm over there.
No, you're supposed to appear, I presume.
Yeah.
Can we just like
I think I bonus action cash Lily already.
Yeah, you already did that.
Yeah, Lonnie's just gonna whack, I
Alright,
guess.
so like alright, so the moment that you come into range, he is going to use approach me and die to op you.
Okay.
what? Does he use his hands?
Yeah, he fucking fists. He punches.
Disadvantage.
Indeed.
Is he also a martial artist too?
Listen, sometimes you need a strong fundamental before you can advance into the weapon techniques, alright?
I feel like Lee's quickly making an armed attack for the stranger.
Correct! Correct!
Guys, look, we
You're
destroyed
trying
this
so
portal.
hard
Can we
to
just
keep
leave
that
him
weapon.
alone?
You're trying so hard to keep that weapon.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am a thief. I will steal this weapon.
He would otherwise have crit you.
Doesn't hit though.
Uh,
Finish for disadvantage.
so an 18 misses you because you have a very high AC. Alright,
Second
so...
highest for now.
Alright, so you whack him with a stick?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, his low stance isn't in effect because, well, the movement thing isn't in effect because he doesn't have a sword. Alright, you hit him. Give me the damage. You whack him a bit.
We stop doing this
You
for-
cave in like a
he's
little portion
he's
of his
unarmed,
wicker
guys.
hat.
Oh, right. Let's see. Control Lumi.
This, kid, is why you always carry your wakizashi.
This is why you carry multiple weapons. Yep. You know what?
Non-lethal, please.
No,
Lumi.
Lumi thinks back. You sure about that one? But yeah, do the damage. Yeah, Lumi tears into his flesh, and
Shreds.
that's your turn.
So he doesn't have the stance anymore?
He doesn't have unlimited reactions or anything, right? Well, he doesn't have the movement change or anything right now. Oh, you mean, yeah, and he doesn't have any interactions with like damage types because his sword isn't doing stuff.
But the reaction stuff, does it look like he's gonna whack me if I try to leave?
No, it looks like you can probably step away.
Also, didn't he use his reaction to? Oh,
If he
Well,
was
he had unlimited
if he
reaction.
was still in low guard, he would have been able to react regardless.
yeah, but I thought Lee just said he doesn't have that.
Yeah, I was like maneuvering around whether or not it was some or all of the changes.
Does it look like he's still about to charge Tento?
He looks like he's attempting to get over towards where his sword is and reclaim his sword, or you know.
And I still have my bonus action, so I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Tento.
What's that thing again?
As long as.
Oh wait, that stops. I can't hold my action.
Sanctuary makes it so that until you attack or cast a spell, any attack against you needs to make a
I have the
wisdom
spell spots to burn right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you say that now.
All right, Kabancho, anything else you want to do?
It will
I'd like to do
break.
something.
It will break if you attack, by the way.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
In case you don't attack for
Tento's
whatever reason.
so fucking disinterested at this point. I was like, can we just
Gotta
go?
web attack this person.
You want a web attack? All right, pop it
Try
in
to
chat.
restrain him.
Mm-hmm.
DC 14.
The web shoots around, but misses him.
Is it worth doing another twist of fate?
Oh no,
Our
Our
knowing
day
you,
just started, guys.
Can we see
Knowing
how
you,
bloody
you're-
he is?
He's looking most of the way to down.
Alright.
knowing you is gonna be one short of what you need.
You know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna burn it.
Oh,
There
look,
we
it was
go.
one more. Yay!
No, it was spot on what I needed.
Yeah,
spot on,
one
yeah.
would kill him.
Yay.
So, yeah, he's webbed.
He's not paralyzed, but he is restrained.
What the fuck? This poor man.
Look,
So-
he was the one that picked a fight with us, okay?
Before I end my turn, I call out, "So, stranger, do you still want to continue this fight? Do you want to live another day? Could you give up on your, I don't know, ideals to hunt down our friends?"
And he's mostly screaming, "Shut up, shut up, shut up, stupid tricks! Tricks! I'm going to cut out your fucking throats!"
There is a path of peace available for you.
And
Cut our throats of what?
He's
Okay.
he's trying to rip the web off of himself.
Is he okay?
No. Also, removing curse did nothing, so yeah, this just might be him.
I mean, does remove curse help with like mental stuff too?
If it's a curse, yes.
So what is a curse? I mean, you could just be like, is a mind control a curse, or like is mind alterations a curse? Like, what is a curse?
What
You're so
indeed?
philosophical in the middle
Yeah.
of fucking combat. What
Yeah,
the
this
fuck?
is 6-second round.
I'm trying to get philosophical here, alright?
Yeah, Kabancho, do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
Nah, I take 5 seconds to explain the metaphysics of magic, Tento.
You get 6
Yes, that
seconds
is my
into
turn.
that before it's Tento's turn. Tento, you've got a dude on the ground who's a little webbed up, and you have his even-hilted katana.
I'm just gonna move further back. Is anyone else here? Like, I was just gonna look around. I was like, is anyone else like in the area?
Roll
Is it really
perception.
just?
We do not know.
Is it really just this guy? Oh shit, God.
There is a rabbit watching.
Fucking druids.
That's why you said druid.
You think it's just a bun? Just a bun.
Huh?
You think it's just a bun? Banui.
Can I tame the rabbit?
Yeah. Do you want to ride out on the countryside and attempt to tame the rabbit?
Oh, it's on the countryside. It's not
Yeah.
just like chilling somewhere. Yeah, no,
It's
yeah.
outside
I'll-
the sun. All right. Yeah, you ride out to the rabbit. Give me an animal handling.
It was not meant to be.
Rabbit hides in the hole. It is
Aw.
Zion's turn. Zion, there's a
I can
web
bonus
foe.
action. Wait, was that my name? I can bonus action dash.
Now, technically, is restrain doesn't grant advantage. Yeah, is that what we've determined?
For what?
Melee attacks
Question, what
against the
does it
person.
do?
Restraint makes it so that
Attack rolls against the creature do have advantage. Yes.
yes, and
It doesn't
attacks,
auto crit.
it does not auto crit, and the attacks of the creature being restrained are at a disadvantage.
Ento, I feel like you were actively trying to get the rabbit up until your last moment.
Okay, just want to make sure.
All right, so a 7 and a 12. Bam. Bam, you beating him down. He's not looking very healthy. Anything else you want to do, Zion?
Nah.
All right. So, worker hat stranger. He ain't doing too good. He's been webbed on. He's had a bad day. And
Stubbed his toe in the morning and just nothing's gone right for him all day.
he uses his action to attempt to rip through the web. Does
That
anything
works.
stop him? Okay. So he picks up a rock, right? That's nearby.
He is determined.
He grabs it like it's a hilt, and he attempts to just bonk Zion's brain.
What do you mean by he grabs a rock like it's a hilt?
Like he finds like a long rock, and he gives it he's going for a pommel bash.
Okay.
All right. It dinks off of Zion's body.
Zion is very confused.
Mm-hmm.
At this
Zion,
point, like,
Zion, he wanted to be your friend. He wanted to feed you the rock. Remember, rock good food.
at this point, it's just, this is just sad.
He seems very determined though, so I give him that for his what's the word? Starts with an A. Does it start with an
Asshole.
A? No. Tenacity. There you go.
All right.
That does not start with an A.
Yeah, no, I said does it start with an A? And I was like, I don't think it did.
So, at this juncture, he can tell what's up. He can tell that Zion's just gonna op him if he walks away. He winds up a mountain crushing blow and just fucking like leaps in the air and tries to punch you in the head.
So it does take an action to break out of the web.
Here's the thing. He action surges. I'm not kidding, I looked it up. He doesn't get any new bonus actions, but he can get a new set of actions. So the first of his 4 hits goes through dealing that damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not the pommel strikes, as I say about it. So he does 5 bludgeoning. His next 3 attacks go like so. Yes.
Some commitment punching metal, just straight up metal
Alright.
with your bare hands.
Wait,
So-
what do you mean that one was a?
So
Is that what got it?
is your AC 23 permanently or 23 from the spell?
23 permanently.
All right. He does not manage to get another punch through. That is all 4 of his hits. He does not get a bonus action. He does not get more movements. He is gonna risk it for the biscuit. He breaks op range.
I'm sorry, Lee, for just.
I
I was considering giving him just a wakizashi that he was gonna whip out and keep killing you with, but I didn't say he had one when he walked up, and it felt unsporting to do. All right, you hit him. He has 10 HP left. He thuds. He thuds into the dirt.
I'm gonna say this, Lee.
Yeah?
I have an armory on my back. It's fine next time.
No, but it's kind of like if I say he whips out a health potion and drinks it. It feels dirty if I didn't know he had it before he enters the fight. You know what I mean?
Oh, you didn't set up.
It's
okay.
not. It's
I see what
not. It's
you're
not that it
saying
would be
now,
unfair for him to like. It would make perfect sense for this kind of a person to have one, but I deliberately said he only had a katana. So, all right, yeah, he hits the dirt with a.
So I don't know if we.
Yeah, the wicker hat is somewhat crushed and his face is slightly visible. He's just kind of a guy.
I don't know. If we
as he hits the ground, he cries out, "No, I can't fail, Genjiro. We must unite."
Who's Genjiro?
Great question.
Hey, insight that if it's like out of fear or out of like determination.
Yeah. Roll an insight.
Does he still have smelling salt all over his face?
Can we like collect it back up?
I mean, he does, but the thing is, I don't think that it still works to wake him up right now. That would be funny if it got him. The smelling salts get him back up at 1 HP. No, that's not how it happens. It fell off his face after it hit.
Also, I don't know if we do this on. I don't know if we do this on purpose, but none of us hit him with a slashing or piercing attack.
Technically speaking, this man is entirely uncut.
And he was screaming out blood. I don't know if this is intentional or not, but yeah.
You just denied him all the things he wanted.
No, Lumi hit him.
Who knows?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lonnie, who's to say? You know.
God attacked my wild animal.
Zion's gonna walk over and try to finish him off.
All right, so
Wait, we're just gonna.
So Tento, with your insight,
right into tier.
You get the sense that this person is of great determination. That's what he's expressing, and he's doing this because Genjiro told him to.
Like, what if he was like?
Zion, wait.
Zion's just like going for the fist finisher.
I want to know who this Genjiro is.
The fistiner. The fist finisher.
Wait. I want to know what this Genjiro is.
All right, Zion, you've got your fist ready. You've got your Thunder Gauntlet up, and Tento is telling you to be merciful. What do you do?
We can find out. With other ways.
I mean, I suppose you're right, but we could just ask him right now.
Yeah, he will talk.
Why kill him? But he didn't do anything.
He's gonna go after Tyr.
He's gonna try to go after Tyr. There's a difference. He's not gonna succeed.
He will keep trying until he succeeds.
No. Tyr is not gonna let him do that. If he sees Tyr.
But why don't we just eliminate this threat altogether?
Because I want to know who Genjiro is first.
And we can find out some other way.
Do you know any other ways at this very moment?
You can always read.
Zion, who reads?
I forgot you literate.
Have we seen Tento read?
Even though I have a fucking bestiary in a encyclopedia. I have an atlas and a bestiary in my pocket.
But the bestiary has lots of pretty pictures.
Yeah.
I also have
right?
I also have an atlas.
I will teach you.
There's also a picture book to you, right?
Yeah, it's.
I will teach you how to read.
That's very bold of you. let's just see what he's gonna say first, because I'm gonna be honest with you. He was very determined to take all of us on at once, and as I look around, obviously that wasn't the best idea.
Alright,
is
let me
gonna just
disarm him first.
He's already disarmed.
wait. In
I'm gonna
the
start
in which
pulling on
sense?
his arms.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I want to dislocate his arms.
That's
Okay. Yeah.
we can relocate them.
So Zion,
Wait, do
remember,
you know how to
you're a
recall-
lot stronger than you used to be.
Wait,
Don't use
there
as
goes
much
Lon-
force.
Lonnie, do you know how to relocate arms?
You just use cure wound, right?
What?
I can relocate arms.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Lonnie is also.
Over there.
Oh my, that's the best response.
Can Lonnie just like also like search the body for like any? I guess mostly weapons, but like what's on?
Any
What's
kind of
on?
note?
like what
Yeah,
is
like,
on this man to
what's
decide
on-
to
what's
attack
on the
us
body?
Okay,
head
he's
on?
wearing a shirt. He has a scabbard. He has a hat. He has like a half-eaten roll of rice, and he's got 10 silver.
What was this
you
man
would note
thinking?
the back of his shirt does have a mon on it that looks. It doesn't look like a family mon. It's not a perfect circle. It has like 4 edges that punch out to the sides, and it's got like a T intersection cross. And it definitely looks like it's a logo of some sort or a symbol. You know, it doesn't match any like noble family you've ever heard of or anything. You guys could roll history if you look at it.
Is this
Turn his body around. I'm just gonna keep rolling these
this
dice. Let's go.
person mentally sound? Like just
Lonnie, he thought he could run up on 4 people and take them.
that's why I'm asking. Like,
Well,
No, Lonnie.
Zion, you
did
determined.
we get him help?
Zion, you determined that this you've heard of this. This is a sword school near the capital city of Auden, capital city of the Empire, far to the north. Not in the capital city, but in a city nearby. There is a sword school that is not very prominent, but yeah, you do think that the founder of the school and current head is named Genjiro.
Yeah, I do recall something like that.
So wait, you do know this person? Or
Wait,
of the
do I
school?
get the same sense, I guess?
Yeah, oh, yeah. You with the 15, yeah, you do. So you have a logo, and you know what city they're operating out of, and you know the leader is called that.
Oh, now
do
we
I-
know.
Do I know how, like, Zion, what is wrong with you? Why are you so anxious to kill this man?
The tears showing through
Yeah,
a little
so-
bit kind.
No, the tears showing through
Yeah.
Zion.
I don't think you ever, like, actively wanted to kill someone like this.
I mean,
Wasn't
The
Zion
blood,
the one
it
that
was the
shot a
blood.
child?
It was the
Yeah, but
blood.
Zion did
Zion-
intend to kill the child.
it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry, I
those
thought
are-
you just did it to
those
knock
are
the child
strong-
out. Yeah.
No. We were trying to move quietly. And it. Yeah. Look,
Why
Well,
is
anyways.
Why does Genjiro know about these weapons then?
Well, we are kind of famous in these parts.
Okay, why does Genjiro want the weapons then?
That's a question for Genjiro when you meet him next.
Hey, Takamoose. Takamoose? Yeah, it is. I would note this is the second group of people that you have encountered who are seeking the legendary arms. Actually, well, Tyr isn't here, so yeah, second group of people that all of you have encountered.
Well, one of them was actually like, weren't they like from the village that got destroyed? That
Oh,
where the sword was
yeah.
hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at least they had like, you know, they knew of the sword right off the bat. Like, but someone told this guy where these weapons were and to get them. And I don't know why he sent just one guy
I
to do
really-
this.
More than
I-
one.
I
No, there
really
isn't.
feel like we need like this person might just need some help. Like
Right.
that was just really dumb.
He just needs some Jesus in his life, you know?
Who's Jesus?
Sorry, Jesus.
You're still not making any sense.
No, still not ringing bells. Like,
I am gonna take a
Iki,
stab.
I've studied. I have studied a lot of religions.
See, does it make a religion?
Let's. Hey, yes, Jesus.
See, like Zeus, I've like actually heard of, but
Jesus, though, that's a different person. Sorry, Lee, first we're just fapping about.
Indeed. So I mean,
I'm gonna take
we
a
said
stab.
to stall. We
Well-
said to stall.
well, Zion wants to wait. Was it the stall?
Yeah,
That was the joke we
we
made.
we,
at the
we
beginning
agreed to stall, right? As stall as much
Oh,
as
yeah.
possible.
So I mean, you can do whatever you want at this juncture. But so Zion, do you go for the confirm on this kill here?
Trying to.
I
Unless
like-
someone's gonna stop me.
We've got a really
I just want to know why.
we've got an
Kajiro-
incredibly full circle here. In terms of like Kai wants to kill someone,
Yeah.
and the party
No.
doesn't.
It's
Oh, I'm fine with killing the person.
Yeah.
yeah. Zion's just trying to make sure no one goes after its friend.
Lonnie's just gonna start go pack up the bags, I guess.
Oh, okay. So Lonnie's just kind of like, gee, I guess I'm not going to be there when whatever happens. All right. So it's really
Yeah,
just
plausible
Tento.
deniability, you
It's
know?
really just Tento and Zion at this point. Just by a tree with a dude unconscious.
Are you
Where-
sure you're gonna
where
find out
Kabancho
why
died.
Kanjiro wants these weapons, Zion?
Why wouldn't they want these weapons? They're legendary arms.
I'm sure there's more than that. I mean, I don't think the guy's very bright because, again, Tento just looks at the guy, unconscious guy. He said one person.
To be
And-
fair, it does seem like he could really use that sword. He just literally never got the chance.
Yes, but like, anyone could steal a weapon from a person.
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that he had like the proper footwork, he had the proper stance. Like he was definitely trained with the sword. He could definitely use it well. He just never got the chance.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, yeah, it's fucking off the board guy.
Just because we are good, it doesn't mean he is bad. It just means we're better. Also, yes, we outnumbered him very much.
Yeah, like it's like a numbers game at this point. Like,
Tento walking into the Ischydonia arc, ass almost beaten by single old man. Tento walking out of this arc. What, this nerd thinks he's going to kill us with the sword? We rolled him.
I would like to visit the Akechi's village
Mm-hmm. On
and
the
pay
way up.
respect to the shrine.
Indeed.
oh,
So
I am taking the scabbard, by the way.
okay, you take this scabbard. Well, like, have we clarified whether or not this guy is going to die?
Yeah, I guess he's
Yes,
gonna
Oh, yeah.
fucking
he's not-
die.
Okay,
yeah,
Tento,
sure.
Tento walks
Dragging-
away, and then Zion drags him to the wood and just like what crushes his head.
At least make sure that you bury the body afterwards.
Yeah, the wolves will get him.
Did you tell Zion to bury the body before Zion disappeared into the woods with the body?
Oh yeah, as it's dragging it, I mean, it's like just make sure you bury the body.
oh, I was just gonna burn it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
sure, that's
you,
fine,
You
too.
light him on fire while he's unconscious.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I'll
assume
off him
Zion kills him first.
I'll off him first,
Okay.
and then I'll burn the body.
All right, the lifeless corpse burns, and there's a small fire in the woods, and there's an ashen spot there.
Watch you just paralyze him and not actually off him. You just can't react anymore.
What is this? What is the weapon I got? Masterwork?
It is a yeah, so it is a +1 katana, like longsword, if trained, can use as finesse, and non-magic. It's just a really well-made one. It's got an even hilt, and that hilt bears marks the bearer as a master of the sword. So if you were to wear it around, someone might see that and challenge you to a duel. Just keep that in mind. Yeah, so bear that in mind.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys Zion comes out of the woods.
Guess if I see Hoofington, I'll lead him back too.
Yeah, you lead Hoovington back from the woods, and now it's time to have a lovely ride onwards.
Is a katana like a regular weapon in this game too, or no?
Is it-
Original,
It's a
in the
martial
original
weapon.
5D.
It's not. It doesn't exist in 5e.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take a long sword.
Long
and just
sword.
rename it.
It's
Yeah.
just long sword. You can't use finesse. Or sorry, you can't use it as a finesse weapon because you haven't been trained to in particular. But it's possible.
Hmm.
Okay. So the group moves on, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mhm.
and you guys pop by a certain village on your way.
I thought we were gonna go into the swamp.
Kind of funny because Kavanch is the one that's driving. You really want to go this way, buddy?
So yeah, I mean, you go along the road, and Yoitara Ruins is right there.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone really objects to it, but yeah.
To be honest,
You're the one driving.
Oh
I feel
God!
like you would have the most objections.
Remember when this was the party?
Nope, there is no token owned to have vision on this map.
Um.
So
hmm.
old, we
It
can't.
may
Making
be
our way
old,
downtown.
discontinued character sheet that we no longer have control over.
Um.
Or I guess technically, in terms of founder, we never had control over.
Nutters! Quick, it's the final
Oh
boss!
my god!
Oh,
I
right,
kind of
Lonnie
forgot
had
about
The
Tara.
long hair, yeah, remember?
Oh my
Lonnie
God,
had long
Tara.
hair back then.
Yep.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
This is a full episode 1 party. Yep.
Holy crap! There's nutters too.
Yep.
Those? Oh, there you go.
You
I forgot
arrive,
Lonnie had different hair. Oh my
and
God.
the village is slightly less like actively fucked up than it is here. But you guys come. You don't know if the one live shrine keeper you met moved on or what, but her house seems unoccupied, and there's the broken spirit tablet that retained the Ketchy once, and you're in the graveyard and you're at the shrine here to pay your respects.
How does one disrespect the shrine?
You could break it again.
Smash the tablet.
Yeah. You could break it again.
Yeah. You approach.
I
and
think
as you
Lonnie
approach-
left a weapon here, like a
What?
mace or something, as like an
Mace?
offering to Akechi, as like a thank you to Akechi or whatever.
Yeah, it's still here.
Here,
Still here.
Yo, can
what if
Tinto
Lonnie
come
just
back?
takes it back? What if Lonnie
Can
just takes
Tinto
it
just like fucking look at the hole where you found this fucking sword?
Or should it just be another Rebel Blade? Like the game
Yeah.
glitched out and duped it?
That's not right. Yeah, Tinto's just gonna go back to the hole where he found the verbal blade. Where is that hole, anyways? I think it was
It's the
like,
house to the left.
is it this house right here? No.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh shit. I thought I found it in a hole somewhere.
Yeah, it was a hole in the house.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't it? Am I misremembering?
I thought I found it in the fields. Like it was like in the like open area.
No, you definitely found it under a house with a letter.
I think.
It was literally in this house, yes, under the floorboards.
Oh,
Or actually, no, I
I
think
was
it
right
was
about
the burnt
that
house.
house, but not the.
No wait.
No, it was the burnt house
This-
because, yeah,
okay.
that's a stone floor house. Yeah. it
Okay,
was-
that's why I thought it was like out in open field because this one there's no more house.
Yep. And you guys are doing it, and you do see
we're
there's
just
signs of
doing
people having been through recently. You don't know why, but yeah, no one's taken anything, and
I'm gonna spend some time casting prestidigitation to clean the
Yeah.
at least immediate shrine area up.
as you do so, eventually there is a bit of a blue spark in the destroyed tablet,
It's like,
almost an inkling of a remembrance pulsing from it.
can Lonnie just knock over the mace that she left?
Knock over.
Did you say mace or vase?
mace. I'm pretty sure it's a mace that she left.
All right, you knock it over on the floor, and it kind of like splinters the redwood boards.
Lonnie, I
Okay.
was just fixing and cleaning that. What?
Why is Lana so petty like
Lonnie's just gonna leave.
Oh my god, you're like a cat. Just push something over and
Lonnie.
that is so
leave.
fucking
Akechi literally saved my life. Like, come on.
And he also ruined it.
I am here right now because
Lonnie's
of
just
that.
gonna.
I am
Lonnie-
literally standing here right now because of that.
Oh, is that why we're here?
No, you're
I-
standing
Yeah.
here because I gave you a fucking sword.
It's still hard to tell if it's you.
Oh,
Alright. I'm gonna do a quick prayer to Akechi.
yeah.
Thank him.
Give me a charisma save.
No, wait, he's good at these. It's fine.
Shut up, Tento.
That's
Oh my
See?
god.
Oh,
That
hey!
was on the...
You
Yo, welcome.
you feel a presence, as if though Akechi,
Test again.
some part of him is still there. You're not sure if he's there within you, within the tablet, within the shrine. As he just says, "Don't forget, we made a promise. Who did this?" And the blue light winks out.
So just to clarify, the person who did this,
Mm-hmm.
it was
What's his face? Koba, I think.
Well, Kobatoth is the head of the suppression force, and he was around here when the village got taken out for being rebel sympathizers.
There's a pretty good chance that it was him.
I don't know if it's ever been directly confirmed, or if we have always just kind of assumed, but he definitely wasn't shy about anything he was doing.
yeah, but I can't remember the people's name, the lord of the land.
Tessin?
Yeah, Clan Tessin.
Yeah?
It was Clan Tessin that waged war and destroyed this village, right?
Well, this was post-war. This was, the letter was involving, like, there was, like, rebel activity. Horn was, like, operating out of here.
Oh, yeah, but it's like Clan Tessin versus the Safu province. Or something like that?
Yeah, it was about a year after that had happened, and it was rebels, but yeah, I mean, they were aligned with...
I mean, yeah, a lot of the Horn
They were-
people are like loyal to the Saf.
Yeah, a lot of them were Safu retainers or whatever. Technically speaking, it wasn't a war to put the Safu family back in charge, but it was like a local Safu rebellion. So lots of them were Safu, like Ronin and stuff like that. People who were still loyal even though their clan had fallen. Yes.
And yeah. With that, I leave the shrine.
And you were flirting with a Tessin.
I don't know what you think I was doing. I was just responding the correct response when someone is trying to do social cues. I don't know. I've never done this with another person, of like another human.
So when you get intimate with like female arachnid, do you like does she eat you at the end or like?
What? No.
Oh, so it's not like regular spice. Okay, I just want to be sure.
Also, not all
Do
spiders, I think.
your people eat each other?
Last time I checked, no.
Our people also don't have a tradition of eating our dead.
That too.
Okay, but yeah, that's a dead though. You don't waste good food.
All right.
Honor the people.
That's
How
the
do you
thing.
honor
We
your
don't.
dead?
All right. I think Kabacho 2 just implied that
No.
once he dies again, we'll eat him.
How do you honor your dead?
Regrets not giving the dead body to Kabancho.
Why always get through, guys? What are you doing? Why are we burning it?
Yeah, I don't know. You sure didn't eat the dead changeling.
Okay, I'm not gonna honor that thing.
Also, the acidic.
But
blood
it's
makes you
wasting
spicy.
food, isn't it?
Okay, do you not understand of honoring the dead? It is a ritual to honor the dead.
But you talked about wasting good food.
You
That
did
was
make
your
it
It is
reasoning.
both- It is both practical and I don't know a good word. It's got
Prac-
cultural and practical implications.
Okay. I think you put it nicely. Okay.
I mean, like,
Is Tento still?
do I shit on your practices
Tento
and
is
your
definitely
beliefs?
just like sitting there, just like
Yeah.
yelling back. It's like, what is this fucking stupid conversation y'all are having?
Yeah.
One of
I mean,
these looks.
Tento's family literally tried to backstab the rest of his own family.
One of these just looks like a
Oh, no, that was
tic-tac-toe
not.
board. To me
Listen.
right now.
Oh yeah, I remember looking at some of these before.
Listen,
No.
Leland's rendition of Kehoe characters is definitely very well thought out, sophisticated, and has a lot of world building behind it.
What happens if you get 3 in a row?
Are you gonna deface the gravestone next? Like, the party's first instinct. Fuck the Anorak's customary burials. Also, I see there's some gravestones here. Let me complete that for you. Hammer and chisel the fucking rock. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that'd be so
Cabancho is just like, I can't take you guys anywhere. Like he has rowdy children at the mall, but they're
Okay.
defacing burial sites.
Like, what's up with y'all
Different
being so
culture-
disrespectful?
Different cultures are valid. All I'm saying is just explain that your culture of eating the dead as don't waste good food. That's maybe not the best light to present it in. That's all I'm saying.
I don't want to hear that from a
Cabancho's-
priestess that actively like destroyed a piece of a shrine.
She's a druid.
Also, not my religion.
Okay, so you can disrespect other people's religion? It boils down to you
Um,
disrespecting other people's religion.
I am allowed to have feelings about a religion that has actively ruined my life.
That's fair. Does that mean you are free to destroy said sacred grounds of said belief?
I feel like a lot of people do this all the time to
Does that
religions,
make
such
it
as
okay?
cults, or I don't know, ancient ritual grounds that might revolve blood sacrifices. Look,
Guys, as much
religion has a
as
different implication here.
as much as I would like to hear continue listening to this argument, which is fucking hilarious, can we go home?
An argument had in the graveyard.
Yeah, yeah, like
Tento just
it's-
sitting in the ashes of a destroyed home. Yeah.
I'm sitting at the edge of it, just looking at the holes. Like, can we just like go now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go.
Do you depart? All right. So, with that, you find yourselves on the road in Saffron Province. Do. And, yeah, you guys ride on. You ride through Safushi.
I'm just saying, if we ever come across like a ritual circle or something, Cabancho's of the side to not deface what's going on, is what I'm hearing.
That is not what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, we'll just take it to the logical extremes. It's funny that way.
All right, so, you guys are here, and I am going to pop out a little Cabancho. Oh god, yeah, okay. Party level 8. Badoop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Yeah, you guys are back in this market. Yeah, there's some guards around, and this place is probably having a grand old time.
Did we get ambushed here before?
Yeah, you've been ambushed in this market, by.
I feel like the answer is yes for most places.
Is this?
Where haven't we gone ambushed or
Is
attacked?
this? Wait, guys, is this our clip show episode?
Or clip show?
Yeah, you know how like some episodes would have like just a bunch of flashbacks, and like they
Yeah.
just compile it all together.
You know, animating that dude
Oh.
getting clowned
Yeah.
on is way more work than would go into a clip show episode.
All right, Lisa's gonna start pulling up the VODs. And
All
start
right, so-
Yeah,
playing
just
them.
like
But I will say, you do know that as you're walking by a vegetable market, one of the people kind of, like, you see a flash in his eye, and he says, "Ah, tell me, can I interest you in the cabbages?
I thought it was the nut salesman again.
They have been grown in the slow grass way." And he kind of like wiggles his brow at you.
Very
Are you-
subtle.
Are we really doing this again?
And
Is
he's,
there more of you?
he says, "Oh, there are many of us." And
Like here right now, or like, isn't this like the second time you guys done this shit?
and he says, "Well, I think we've got a bit of a. Oh, has your friend Tyr not told you?
Told
Did
us
we
what?
have an understanding?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have a an agreement. No, this is a friendly little piece of
Oh.
information.
Okay, sorry.
Yes. You should
Apologies.
know
So
that.
you're not trying to hurt us this time.
Correct. Yes.
That's good to know.
He leans in over his cabbages and says, "You should know something. There are people who are seeking the legendary arms very urgently. The leader of a
What?
sword school has said that whoever successfully returns with one of the legendary arms will become one of his captains immediately."
Yeah, we've met one already.
Yeah, the
I took
Slowgrass
his
Way
sword.
did want them to.
Well, we
well,
have come to an agreement that we are not going to attempt to take the ones in your possession. So, he nods.
Oh my god, we have 3 of these with us. Reynolds has the hammer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh gosh.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's it. They just fucking.
Also, we have more
Guys,
than three,
just
by the
gonna
way.
reward it. What?
We have more than 3, by the way.
How do we have more than 3?
The spider one,
Spider's
right?
Cut, Rebel's Blade, the hammer, the
Is
Black
Spider
Eagle's
Cut one
sword.
of them? I thought Spider Cut was just like an important item to arachnids.
I mean, yes, but it's also a legendary blade.
I think it is one of the legendary arms.
Okay, I'm sorry. I missed that.
It
I missed
became
that bit.
legendary before the thing that makes legendary arms legendary arms. That's a little confusing, but
Okay.
It's still a sort of. It is still a weapon of
Sort of
note.
a weapon of
I mean,
importance.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Although important to note that like he does say particularly like yes, it is as the 13 legendary arms held against the sea by the ancient heroes. Because he's talking about a specific set of 13 legendary arms, not just any
We
old
should
arm of legend.
probably look into that
Yeah.
at some
We
point.
want to roll me a history to see if you know of any others off top of your head you might have encountered before.
Oh my god, my encounter before. I like this. Who got that 20? There you go, Zion. Close
At
enough,
least it's
Lonnie.
Zion with the.
I know,
Yeah.
that's-
Okay, so
Sure, close
Cabancho
enough.
and Zion.
Hey, history.
Alright, so Zion, you know all 13, and I'll just fucking, like, we'll have a conversation about that later.
Oops,
We'll
that
have a
was that,
conversation about this later.
That was a
That was
private
so-
roll. I don't even know what the number is, Darren.
it was a 5.
You can right click or something, I think, to.
Oh yeah, that's why I can right click to reveal it.
You can also do private with GM, and so you don't have to just be private by yourself.
So
I was doing that to mess with the
Zion,
longsword.
so Zion, you know all of them, but you also know what Cabancho knows, which is the. Oh wait, that was Cabancho's charisma saving throw. Just kidding, you don't know shit, Cabancho.
You don't know shit, come on, Joe!
But Tyr, I don't think you've seen it, but you do know that Clan Tessen's Black Steel fan, their lineal weapon, is one of the legendary arms.
Oh.
Oh,
I knew there was
Right,
reason-
that
I
they did
knew-
say it was 6.
I knew there's a reason why I tend to want to steal those things.
Yeah. So this Lowgrass disciple says, "Yes, you may be interested in knowing that they operate out of a certain city near the capital, Auden."
That's a
Are they after all of them or just ours? Because they kind of only named the ones that we had. And
Well, Genjiro takes a unique form of leadership. He just told his students that anyone who returned with one of the legendary arms would get to keep it, and also that they would become a captain.
they believed him.
they also mentioned one that wasn't the legendary arm. 'Cause I'm pretty sure they talked about the sickle that you had, Scout.
They didn't mention it.
I thought they did. I thought they mentioned something about
No,
blood.
no. He was bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he was bloodthirsty.
Look, there are talks of blood and weapons.
Yeah, no, I assumed the same
The
thing until
Slowgrass
I saw that he was a
disciple
person.
tells you, yes, so be forewarned. Or perhaps post-warned, given that you already run into one of them.
That guy has a sword.
They're
Oh?
not gonna travel in groups, right?
And he says, well,
They better. They want to have a chance.
it depends. Genjiro has many lieutenants and a few captains, and they all devise their own stratagem to seize the arms, so that they can be promoted, gain a great weapon, and hold more prestige. I suspect that you ran into some young gun who was seeking to prove themselves by grabbing it on their own, but it's possible they could deploy any sort of methods. Genjiro is not a man known for his ethical restraint.
Okay.
I guess it's actually more like Genjiro.
Yeah, no kidding. I got this cool sword for them though.
He looks at it and he says, that is a masterwork blade indeed. You must have
Does
struck down a swordsman of great renown to achieve that. Or perhaps he killed someone and stole their weapon.
Sen just thinks about, strikes down. It's like, yep, we definitely struck him down.
Does the
My dude didn't
Flowgrass
do
Ray
much.
have a history with Genjiro in his school?
No, Genjiro's school is a very new institution. We prefer to grow and change over time, waiting for when it is ripe. They are brash, like a bushfire. Destructive, but they'll burn themselves out. I doubt he'll last more than a few years.
Damn, that's harsh, but probably very true. Thank you for the
Indeed.
info. Can I have a cabbage?
Kiki, does this count as you having a
One
bounty on
copper.
your head finally?
One cup.
I guess.
Yeah.
Take 2 cabbages.
And yeah, he hands you 2 nice heady heads of cabbage for 2 coppers overall. You got 2
Willie,
big
where
old
are you?
cabbages.
Is Spider's Cut
Hey.
actually one of the arm? No, Spider's Cut isn't actually one of the arms, right? That they're talking about.
So
I
Spider's
thought it was,
Cut.
but I might be
So
remiss.
Spider's Cut. Okay. Spider Cutter. The fuck. What was the proper name of the? It had an old name before it was transformed. That's the legendary arm that everyone's going to be looking for. So if someone sees it, they might not realize it's one of the legendary arms because it is
Okay.
transformed.
Oh.
Are you telling me, Tento,
That's why,
Are
okay.
you telling me I attempted to break 2 legendary weapons?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, wait.
What would
Didn't I
you?
Didn't I try shattering these things?
I'm curious where Lee's going with the story. I'm curious how much that move would have fucked it up if you had done it.
I mean,
Man.
it's possible to destroy the legendary arms. You just need to it needs to be a lot.
So,
Wasn't enough.
so at a glance, Cabancho's fine. But like, if someone were to like take a sword and really look at it, or if they were very knowledgeable.
Well, the thing is,
they
it's
might recognize-
transformed. It's like a black blade with like white stripes across it. Like it looks really
So it's
different.
complete. Oh, okay.
And it
So
has
it's
a
completely
different. And it has a different aura magically. But
Okay.
so it's like someone would need to be. Basically, the more people realize, hey, they had Spider's Cut in their possession, and now they had Spider Cutter in their possession, and now he's waving around a sword called Spider's Cut. You know?
Okay, it's gonna be very hard to recognize his sword, though.
Well, as long as I'm not an anime character and just scream out my weapon name all the time.
And even if you did, it wouldn't be the name that they were expecting.
Yeah.
So.
But it's like practically completely unrecognizable.
Yeah, you can wear that shit on your hip all day, and someone who only cares about the legendary arms, for Lee, is gonna be like, oh, well, that's not on my list. Cool sword, though.
Okay.
Neat weapon, dog. Where are your other ones at?
Yeah. And because it's gonna bother me if I don't... Oh, Tregor 12 touched. The Kumo no Tsurugi.
What'd you call me?
Was that the guy that we
Spider cutting
met?
So yeah, so the orc who
And-
led the bone shock, they didn't call them a pride. No, I changed them from what they were. Right.
Yeah, you should remember.
The great incident of Lee realizing that when you get like Twitch saying, "Hey, there's been hate speech in your chat," when someone tries to say the name of a faction, you should probably change it. Yeah, it's the spider cutting blade belonged to an orc paladin, who led like a small like cult like kind of like zealous group that was raiding,
I
and
got high off poison to interact with him.
yeah, and you got high off the poison, you interacted
Okay,
with the
okay.
blade, you
Then
got
we
the
saw
blade.
Kabancha for a little bit. Okay.
And then yeah, Cabancho's spirit was returned.
That's when I tried to break it.
Yep. And yeah, so that's
It's all
more or
coming
less
back.
it. So you guys roll through the market unless there's anything you want to do, unless Tenta you want to go see Grandma on the docks district. Then you're probably good to go.
Tinto, let's go.
For the boiled eggshells, like, can you just like, keep boiling the same eggshells over and over again?
I mean, eventually the eggshell is gonna like be like really like soggy and falling apart, and it's gonna have lost its essence. The important thing is the scent needs to reach them. So by the time it's no longer smelling, it's no longer working, but it'll last for a good while. Do you want to buy for some eggs? There's also people in the market selling kips, just like directly.
Don't we have a bunch of kips
Pet
back at
kip!
home?
I think you already do have pet kips, but you know, there's more here with the
Did
merchants
we
if you
name
want.
them?
I don't think so.
We should name them when we get back.
Okay, but yeah, I guess Lonnie will buy some eggs. Hope,
Yeah,
I hope Tenta knows how to cook eggs.
yeah, you can
You
get
know how
a
to preserve them.
yeah, you can get a tray of eggs for a silver.
Man, these egg prices just keep going up and up. Let me tell you guys.
Dimes, silver, and...
You know, it's
I
eight,
remember-
it's 8 eggs for a silver.
I remember
Huh?
a couple years ago, a pack of eggs was only 50 copper.
And now,
Alright. Yeah, do you want to
Why are
go
we-
visit Grandma?
No,
Like, out of character.
no.
all right. So
Is this the town that Garyon was in?
yeah, so Garyon's dad runs this place from here. You could go visit him in this big fuck off building. The guard definitely, you know, like recognizes you and kind of like gives you a nod and says, "Oh, the shade of the mountain."
Oh, actually, while we're here, we should probably take a bath because I think it's been.
You cut off pretty hard there. I'm sorry.
While we're here, we should probably take a bath because it's been a hot minute,
Yeah,
right?
it has been a hot minute. Although you do have one at home, but you can go to the bathhouse here as well.
I don't know if we're heading home, are we? Or do we have to pass by home?
You're gonna
go
pass
up?
by home anyway, so I assumed you're gonna stop in for like a day or two, offload, and then leave. You're not gonna stay for like an extended rest, but you know.
Okay. Then yeah, we can just wait.
All right.
I mean, unless
do that.
someone wants to try to run into Kovatov again.
We know where
Like,
to
our
find
things.
him, shirtless in the bathhouse.
That's just his default.
Yeah, that's
That
literally
is where we've
that
seen
is
him most of the
that is
time.
That is where he
unironically
lives.
the reason this is his token.
And yes, it is because he murders lots of people. He is constantly in there.
And just every bathhouse we visit, it's just that one NPC that always shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It's
sounds
been
like
a
everything then, right?
long day without you, my friend.
Yeah, I don't think we need to really talk with the Viceroy.
Yeah, so you guys just stopped in, and you know you come
And
through.
Garyon's not home anyway, so we're not gonna be able to see
Garyon
him.
is presently deployed elsewhere.
Garion's the only reason why we visit his father to talk to Garyon.
Yeah.
We don't care about the Viceroy.
So you guys
Yeah.
make your way through. I mean, I don't know why I popped you back out to the fucking world map. You guys make your way up to Sora Joe. It's a long day and a half's ride, and you arrive, and it's more like 3 days. But we're not gonna worry too
Has
much
there been
about
any
that.
angry writings from Udalid now that there's a
Uh,
vampire at home?
Yeah, so hi Oodley meets you on the way up the mountain, right? and she says, "I'm
Oh,
sorry.
hello.
Why is there a vampire living in the workshop? I am a very understanding person."
Has she been pleasant?
Has she been pleasant? I mean, she hasn't sucked anyone's blood yet.
She
All
doesn't
she's
need.
pleasant?
doing is tinkering with things. There's all sorts of knickknacks and baubles. And now the
Ooh.
kitchen has some device that heats metal and causes water to boil without flame. It's unnatural.
So,
I-
literally, just think about it. It's the options at the time was this, or this vampire goes wherever it wants, and most likely destroy the town it lives in.
Oh, well, if you think she's going to destroy the town she lives in, then why is she in ours?
Because
Okay,
we had
so-
an agreement that she won't destroy our palace, our castle.
Palace.
Made a deal with you.
Okay,
Walk around
okay,
with a tablet
so
containing a demon.
so-
And you made a
so-
deal with the vampire. Listen. I'm just in charge of the shrine alongside Kundalani here, so I'm not here to second guess your life choices.
Sure, you're a charisma character because you're really bad at that.
But are we sure that this is the right choice?
High charisma, low wisdom.
Is
Hey,
this-
how is the shrine?
It's lovely.
Okay,
How's
okay,
how's Fault doing?
okay. So she doesn't need blood, and the only reason she was going to destroy the town was for an invention, and there was no other way around it. But she said that she was going to help the people afterwards, but we thought that wasn't a great solution either.
and
But
like-
she's not a bad person, we think.
well,
Marty, you
I
could just stop
confess
there
I
and been
was
Are
fine.
you sure you're a charisma?
I was not blessed with the patience and understanding of a priestess, so I
Wow, you don't
suppose
say.
I will leave it to you, very much to you. I'm sure everything goes well. By the way, have you heard? There's been trouble in Ukumachi. They say it's ghosts.
Is that the town that we
Tsukumachi?
had problems with before
Well.
with like the weird mystery shit?
Is that the one with the ghost whale?
Okay,
Ghost
the ghost
whale!
whale was encountered out here at Raisakori and Harwin Cove Shrine, and Raisakori
Okay.
is where you fought a bunch of Gaki.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
okay.
that.
Just want to make sure.
Wait,
I'm
then
like,
where is
when-
Uka?
Ukumachi is up here, and it's the swamp with the ghost
Oh.
stuff going.
Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah, they
cool.
were
So
trying
that's
to build boats, and then we didn't quite want to support the war effort or what they're
any-
doing there. But
Any ideas why ghosts are faffing about?
Says, well, Tessin clan found that the swamp was a great source of wood for their navy. Right now, there are still coastal raiders because they can't quite get the situation under control. All they have is that one ancestral Safu clan ship that they conquered, and what little, I mean, the three ancestral Safu ships that they inherited, and what little they can field. Some ships have been repurposed from merchant vessels or bought, but it just isn't enough. They need a navy, a proper navy. It pains me to say it, but it would probably be better for the people if they could secure one, because at the moment these coastal raids are getting out of hand. Raisakori is safe because of all of the rocks and had the distance, but honestly, there's even been some attacks just outside Safu plots. They're getting brazen.
Why are they so like? It's because we don't have a. Oh, that's like you say, you don't have a secure navy. That's why. Okay.
The only reason that it's been let up is because of the truce that's on at the front right now. But even then, it looks like some of the captains haven't gotten the memo. Anyway, walk and talk with me. Let's go to the castle. I apologize for holding you here. I've just been held in awe of the fact that we have a guest of her caliber.
Hi,
And-
Uli. We accept your apology.
She rolls her eyes and says, "You are indeed a gracious man, Tento."
I smacked
I
that
know.
for her.
I know.
She nods in appreciation. Yeah, you arrive at the mountain keep.
Hey, you never told me how Fault was doing.
And she says, "Oh, well, he's, in a tablet. I hope he hasn't done anything."
You
Did
hope.
the priest guy ever come visit?
Yeah, I remember you had like the ritual and everything with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Now it's what was it doing? It was like candles or some shit like that. That's like keeping him there. What was it?
I got a message saying that I failed to load some. Hello?
Same.
Cannot search resources. Cannot
On the key.
has our oh see this is Archimedes like upgrades. You just can load them. They're too advanced for us now.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? No, found I put nothing new on this map.
Yeah, he actually just like put a ton of like gear animations. Now that's what broke it.
What the hell? If I can I go here? Okay, it just popped up. You guys here?
No.
Nope.
You want to ping us over to like a spot that might be available?
Ding.
No, I don't even see the grid
Nope.
marks.
All right, let's hit that refresh real quick.
Hold on. Kibancho. And Lonnie.
You're a Lonnie.
I mean, it says we're on the mountain, the keep map, but assuming there are still grid marks on this map, I don't see them.
And Zion and Looney and so you guys arrive. You roll the wagon up as far as it goes, which is TBH probably one level below this, but you know we'll ignore that. You guys are here. You guys are home. You guys are in the snows of Sorjo yet again. Here with Iudali. And yeah, everything seems to be going pretty fine. Bardiga waves at you from upper level. I remove all of your doppelgangers.
How's Elephantus doing?
Elephantus goes boo and like showers himself in water from a trough down on the level below because he's like at like the stable level.
Yeah.
Yoder Gru is happy to see you and like, hey, I've lined up a little someone up north. You guys wouldn't happen to be heading up to Umamachi anytime soon, would you?
We are.
Oh,
Yeah, what happens is
was
an alchemist.
considering.
There's an alchemist there who's looking for a job.
Ooh.
Yeah.
More people.
Bring back here, or are they looking?
Yeah, here. I figured we could use a little potionery ourselves. You're always asking about potions. Might as well get into the production chain.
Not a bad idea. I wonder how our blacksmiths are doing. They still arguing?
And Piotr says, they're always trying to find the best way to do it.
Is there still 3 of them?
2, maybe. I don't know if the ghost is still around. To be honest, I'm not really big on ghosts, so I try and keep away.
Oh. Okay, well, how's our other guest doing?
Oh, everyone's doing. Oh, her. Well, I appreciate the kitchen upgrades. I mean, you can put this little thing in, right? And like the bottom heats up without fire, and you can boil water. It's great. I used it for tea.
Oh. Wasn't too hot?
Hi, Udali is like face palming. He's like, no. I mean, I let it sit for a bit, but gesticulates at the snow. It doesn't take too long.
Why are you face bumming? What's
And
wrong, Uli?
Hi, Udali. Just so you see how like in the picture she's got like the sleeve up.
Yeah.
That's her right now.
So can everyone see right now?
Yeah. Oh,
No.
can you not see?
No, I just refreshed Foundry.
Let me try and pull you.
I can't either.
Let me try and pull you.
So for me, I can't even see the grid marks of what would be a map there. So I don't think it's an issue of I don't have a token to give me vision.
Yeah.
Because when I refreshed just a second ago, it still said the could not load. There's a null property under the name of textures.
Well, that's weird and annoying. We'll have to figure out how to fix that because I didn't initially get a warning myself, and I haven't done
So
anything.
Darren, can you see?
No.
Oh,
Wait, can no player see?
I see black, but I just rolled a
I-
die and the roll went through.
I also don't see.
Oh.
hitting-
Oh wait, it's
It's
map is
loading.
It's
loading.
loading.
I preloaded it, and is it working for you guys now?
Well, let's wait. We gotta see until it's done loading.
Yeah, I was very confused for because I thought people were saying so. I refreshed Foundry
All right, so I've
because people were
activated.
talking as if they could see.
I've activated a different map, and now I'm going to preload.
I would say
I'm-
wait for all of us to load into this new map real quick because
Yeah.
all of us are still loading in.
So while we're doing all the fiddling with the technical aspects, you guys arrive. Archimede has bedazzled your keep with various accoutrements, and she's expanding, and she's talked to the Heims about wanting more ore, and she started to provide them with little mining doodads. In exchange, the Heims queen is very
She's
pleased.
been busy for only
Yeah.
like what, less than a week at best.
She's been here for like, slightly over a week, but
Imagine what you can do when you don't have to sleep.
yeah, so she's getting great progress in. She's not out during the day
Oh.
much, but she can go there. Okay, so now I'm gonna try and pop you guys back.
I see Tento,
Casey is not now. Casey,
but I don't have. I see Tento. I see Zion, and I also see 120L.
All right, I've activated the keep map. Let's see if I'm seeing.
I can see.
I can
Oh,
see.
there it
You can
is.
see clearly now. The texture's gone. Dun, dun. So yeah,
there we go.
The question at this juncture, right? Your whole friendly cast of characters is here. You have your various Anorak allies. You have Daktak is ordering people around as people are getting together the resources to put on a play on the main stage, and Yuo Jumaki is going to score it, and everyone is chilling. Bardiga's here. He's kind of doing a little drinking. After dark. He's got like the sake all
I was
lined
gonna
up.
say, what are you
And
doing,
he's like,
Bardiga?
hey, how's it going? How is the rest of Ischydonian? Gunter the Ronin is, like doing the patrols with his boys, and he's like, weather isn't so bad. It reminds me of back home in Raxony. Oh, how was the shooting contest, by the way? Who won? You do know that, lots of Raxon archers were there at the shooting contest.
You
And
didn't win.
yeah, he's like, oh. And yeah, Tom Galder, the Mason, your Mason on hand, comes up and he's like, now, I don't know about this Archimede, but what is going on with the stonework? She's messing with the burdock piling under the keep. If this gets out of hand, we could have a landslide or a rock slide. And everyone wants to talk your ear off, basically. But is there anything that you're trying to do while you're here? Or are you just gonna chill? Go to the mountain spring. You're kind of tidying up into a bathhouse, and then move on.
I'm gonna ask Archimede if she can make me like a flashbang.
All right, so inside, you run into.
Oh yeah, how did those vampiric eunuchs go too?
Archimedes is in the library. I'll
Oh.
slowly warp you over there.
At some point, Lonnie also wants to have the conversation with Zion, Tento, and Archimede of like, okay, that's technically Tento's bedroom, but all three of you guys want to use it, especially specifically people who don't necessarily need to sleep.
Ah shit, I need to move somewhere else, don't I?
Yeah, so
Yeah, you might get kicked out.
I might get kicked out.
So Archimede says, "Oh, don't worry. I could build him a bedroom off the side of the castle. Yes, if we use appropriate suspension struts embedded into the rock below, we'd be able to convert the screen window next to the raisable and lowerable stairwell."
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, and she's talking all sorts of plans and modifications and renovations.
We were also talking. Yeah, I think like at some point we were gonna have like a conversation with Archimede about like the renovations we were thinking of. Because I know that like we
Mhm.
wanted this to get changed to a boom room. We
Yeah,
wanted, I
yeah,
think,
bigger workshop.
this to get changed to like a magic vault.
Yeah, I think you guys have made like a map with all the changes you want made.
Yeah.
Also, does anybody put anything on display in the display room?
Ooh,
Here.
I could put this masterwork katana I got.
Yeah, you just fucking throw down a sword.
For this is what happens when you're young, stupid. Your shit taken. Do I have anything else?
Also,
I think I have a gland too.
while we're here, like now that we know that people are like still like really after the rebel blade, like are we gonna keep it here where we're not here, or are we gonna
Are
take it
you
with us?
telling me that you think someone could get by Archimede?
I
Our
think
community doesn't know that that's a thing of value.
No, but I also don't think she would just let someone enter her home like that.
I think the Fane of Fate is suppressing the Rebel Blade. I think it'd be easier to be divined if it was anywhere else.
Can you divine something if it's in a bag of holding? Because it's technically on a different plane, isn't it?
If the divination specifies same plane, it won't work.
Most divinations, I think, specify that I know of.
But I would
But
note
you
that
also
your dreams have sometimes shown you things of other planes.
sure. But like, would it be to connect it? Well, that's something to consider, and also, we should probably let the people. I don't think actually, I don't think any of the people in our keep know that the Rebel Blade's here.
I
What?
mean, you guys, the Rebel Blade was a big feature early on, and everybody knows about its usage. I don't
But I
know
don't think
where
they
most
know where it went after Kabancho.
Not necessarily, but I mean, how like subtle were you being? Because Bartiga was there with you when you took it. With you, Box, I think. No? Question mark.
I mean,
Probably.
they don't necessarily need to know where it is.
Yeah.
Well, that my question is, do they know where it is right now? I think I want to say the answer might be no because like I
I
think
mean,
what happened here was kind of private.
Here's the question: like, with this many people, do you assume that literally no one has ever walked up to this floor landing? Because, like, literally, you're talking about something that if you angle right, like, if you stand in this corner and look at the Fane of Fate, you can literally
Oh
see
yeah, that's
it
fair.
stuck out of that. So,
So,
like, I'm not saying everyone knows, but you have to count on, like, no one ever even looking through a window from a certain
Yeah, I
angle.
forgot about the window. Yeah, I think Lonnie would make would tell like the I guess like the leaders of the respective groups like, hey, yeah, some people are like apparently looking for the sword. So probably best to like not talk about it and just pretend that it's lost somewhere if you do have to talk about it.
Yeah, Dak
of
says,
course.
yes, we will deceive the enemy. And Bardiga's like, yeah, I love deceiving the enemy. By the way, who's the enemy? Did you guys make new friends?
They're going to
Gar...
talk.
God, what's his name again? Start with a G.
Genjiro?
Genjiro?
Never heard of him. Is he good?
Nearby.
Just anyone who's asking
No.
about the sword, just
We'll stonewall him. We'll hit him with a wall of stone. Archimede, do you work with stone, or is it just a metal thing? Archimede says, I work with the most elegant tool for the task, which is in fact sometimes rock. For
That's a
example,
yes.
I think maybe a granite floor in the kitchen.
Ooh, yeah. Let's do
ooh,
it.
that would
be
make it a
beautiful.
lot easier to clean out stains.
Yeah, that's a great
Already
idea.
easy to clean out stains.
Camacho, you don't go in the kitchen. Quiet.
What do you mean I don't go to the... I eat!
You don't eat in the kitchen, Camacho. We eat out in the living room.
Well, you're not always cooking, so, you know, someone's like it.
Look, I'm just
It's not
saying
you.
like the tatami is like really nice and all, but just when there's accidents and we don't have prestidigitation, it really sucks.
I agree. We approve of the granite flooring.
She wraps her like little like daggered fingers together and she's like, excellent.
Oh,
I am engaged in what I am told in this age they refer to as. And she floats a little as her dagger dress floats, and she says, "Home improvement."
While Bardiga and Daktak are here, though, I will
Yeah.
intro and Udali. Well, actually,
Yeah. Right.
Udali is not as important, but for this, Lonnie will introduce them to Archimede and be like,
We've
just-
met. Daktak says she flies, and he points to the fact that Archimedes is presently floating.
but just we have been hearing some talk and complaints about what you're doing, and I think it's just out of ignorance. So if you could just like let these two know like what your next project, at least like where it's going to be, at least like they can tell like know what to tell people who are are just worried about what's going on.
And
Also they might be able to like tell you like who could
very
help
well.
you.
I shall inform these two foremen of my next invention, but I am always having ideas. For example, what if you use a device which could tell time using only water? Thought of it now. Bardiga, we need more bronze. Brass. We need more. We need to build a smelter. It's too slow. It's just a forge. We already have what, 3 smiths? As far as like, I mean, I think one of them's a ghost, but I see your point.
Just mostly for the big stuff. Like I heard like someone's concerned about the stonework and if you're going to cause a landslide.
And she's like, "Oh, Balder, he and I have had many conversations about the nature of stone. Oh, yes, we have. Don't worry. I have done the math. I can show you my figures if you'd like." And she whips out like a full bending piece of paper that has like all sorts of circles and lines and numbers all over it. Yeah, and she says, as you can see here, the appropriate application of the ground and the force of gravity
And we lost her.
coincide such that... Yeah, so... Zion's keeping up, it checks out to it. But that's more or less, the conversation. You're like, hey, let people know things. Give me persuasion to kind of try and, like, smooth things over with Hyudalid and everyone, and...
Can I guidance it?
Yeah?
What are you rolling for?
Persuasion.
To do
just
what?
Make this transition smoother.
Yeah, so things are a little bit smoother now after you do that, and you get the feeling like you've patched things over. You guys
over who?
Between the various like people in Archimede.
Oh, okay.
And after all that, it's time to take a dip. A dippy, if you will.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm calling baths dippies.
Yeah, so you arrive at the spring. And yeah, what do you call them? The spring should have been like carved a bit, and the stone's a little bit worked, and you know what? You find someone else here who's relaxing.
Is it
Kumatalk?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is he like up in our castle?
Does he just teleport between baths?
Yeah, it's just the NPC you always run into in the bathhouse.
He just walks in. It's a Roshi. He was feeling like taking a little splish splash.
Speaking of friendos, we should also probably write in the invitation at some point to let Tyr know about the school of what's his face.
Genjiro.
So Roshi, how you been?
I'm sorry,
how's
right
the garden?
now the idiot who tried to take on all of us is a lot more memorable than Genjiro right now.
Right? He didn't even have a name.
I'm just like, that's not the kid we're actually like dealing with, but oh boy, I keep wanting to call him the idiot, but I'm sure Genjiro's smarter.
So hey Roshi, how's the garden going?
It goes well. My meditation's actually really peaceful when you guys don't scream my ear off every few days or so. There were actually a lot of times where I thought about flying out to you guys because you guys seem really desperate. But I'm glad you guys are alive. Um, yeah, the garden's going pretty well actually.
You have another one of those plants that I can touch?
No,
Oh.
none of my plants you can touch.
Oh. I'm gonna do
I
it
throw
anyways.
him like one basil leaf, like you can touch that one.
You have any more?
I I have a herb garden. Yeah, of course I have more.
Oh. I'm gonna take those.
If I have just like an empty, if you just uproot the whole
Just-
fucking plant, I swear I will zap you and your hair will be frizzy for the rest of your life.
Is that a promise? Sounds really cool right now, actually.
All right, time to redraw Tento with frizzy hair.
All right, well, everyone's in the water. Roshi,
Yes.
But
No, she's
no,
just like-
no, it has to. Our head has to be in the water. Remember?
Yeah. You're in the misty mountain waters.
Anything interesting while we're done, Roshi? Anything else?
it's actually been pretty peaceful. The local druids are actually pretty nice. I ran into a few of them, and maybe it's just Archimedes arriving and just instantly changing everything. Like I understand everyone has their own pace, but oh my god, like Archimedes just I feel
I
like
know,
something
wait.
changes overnight, or just
Y-
I just watch something being built and it's so fast, it is ridiculous.
I know your hermit brain cannot handle this, but she is advancing. She can boil water
Tento, I don't think you
Specifically
can
without
comprehend
fire.
what I've seen.
without fire. What?
Oh yeah, and I could
Yeah,
produce
I want to try
lightning
this.
without anything, without a storm.
Yeah, but her thing's cooler.
Okay. I don't think you could comprehend what she does. Have you
What?
seen it?
Yeah. She built a little clock tower. It's cool. Oh, you don't have a lightning rod now? It's a grounding yard.
Okay. What is it ground to?
Hopefully the ground. Did it?
Do you like hold it up?
No, we're in a fucking bath. Where am I gonna
I
hide
don't
that?
fucking know. It just brings you to
And-
bath.
Anyways,
Apparently, I just bring a basil leaf to the bath. I don't know.
It was in your hair, right? Do you have hair?
Yes.
Are you
so
bald?
well, we're heading up north next towards a swamp. I didn't know if you wanted to come along, or if you wanted to keep like tending to your garden.
I think I'm good on adventuring. I actually was planning on heading out for a little bit, following a lead on the um against the eye. Um,
Oh, where
but
at?
well, it's out west, but I'm not too sure yet. Piotr is actually helping me figure some things out, but yeah, hope you guys do well in your adventure. I guess let me know if you desperately need help and I can come flying, but depending on how far north you go, it's gonna take me a while.
Lonnie is going to take this chance to transfer the bond back to Roshi then, since
I
he
like
so kindly asked.
uh thanks, Lonnie. It's nice to see you too. Awkwardly pat your head like okay.
Roshi, can you be any more weird about it? What is wrong with you?
What do you do when someone just comes up to you and just touches you?
I say hi.
And that's what I did. I said
I mean,
hi. It was
No,
nice
you
to
were,
see
you were
thought-
very.
I thought you wanted the screaming back in your head.
Wait, it was turned off, and that's why you guys stopped screaming?
I mean, I could keep screaming if you like.
Well, I mean now
Ah!
it's back on. So
I mean, to be fair, it feels like the screaming's still going with Archimedes changing things and everyone complaining every 5 seconds.
well, hopefully
I thought you were
that's
used to that by now.
it's lessened
No.
now.
Oh.
Tento, I don't think I've been with you long enough to feel that as normal.
Well, we can always start now.
No, that's
I put
good.
it on your shirt. Always start now, buddy.
Tento, I see you as a friend, but not that kind of friend. You can just
Oh.
stay at a distance.
You're lost. That ship
Hiroshi gets the
sank.
screaming again.
Hmm?
Hiroshi gets the screaming again.
So, Lonnie, for that thing, can I talk back to you guys? Should I talk back to you guys? I don't know, you guys always seem to be panicked when you use it.
I mean,
that
you
true?
you can like I thought we already went over this. Like you can talk, but you don't have to like say it out loud.
Oh no, I understand how it works, but like, it always seems like none of this is towards me.
Yeah,
But you guys
Well,
are
it's not.
also still sounding like panic, panic, I need help, panic. Just all the time.
I mean, we're doing some dangerous stuff, so
There was that one time you were trying to negotiate with something.
What is he talking about?
I don't remember. I vaguely remember like we using it to try to negotiate.
Were you like on something when that happened, Hiroshi? You sure it wasn't just like other voices
probably
in your head?
happened. But also, we use this thing a lot, so also no, we should also really figure out a way to do something similar to this, but like where you guys can start it instead of just me.
Alright, I was gonna work on those rings. Zion gets out of the bath and walks towards the workshop.
Make sure
Does
you ask
Zion even
Archimede.
need? Does Zion even need to?
Zion
Oh,
has a
wait,
I
Zion-
mean,
soul.
it still has a soul, yeah.
Zion walks back to the bath and dunks itself completely in the water and then walks out.
Good job, Zion.
For some reason, I imagine Zion just like falling into the water and then just climbing out.
Completely like flat.
I
And then
also like
gets
to
back
think
up.
I like to think that Zion's walking out as water's like pouring out of any crevice that's it has, and you just
Yeah.
continue to walk without a care.
Make
Mhm.
sure you ask Archimede about those flashbangs I want.
Yeah, it's actually probably good that we're not in like a public bathing area where they actually have to like clean up the water. Like, thankfully, this like a. I think it's a.
What do you mean? We still have to clean this up afterwards.
You
for some
guys
reason,
have to clean this afterwards.
For some reason, I thought this one was like a cave or something.
What is this wee business? I ain't
Is this-
cleaning shit.
Is this a building or is this a cave?
I can't remember,
Isn't
but
it
like
an open bath?
I think it's an open bath on the side of the
we
mountain.
still need to maintain and clean. We're not gonna just leave
We
the
pay
water.
people to do that, Roshi. What are you talking about?
Look, there's a difference between a puddle of water on like something that can handle like that, like a building, like flooding a building, and just having a mini pool that's going to eventually evaporate.
Are we gonna flood the building now?
Are we in a building? I thought that's what we were trying to figure out.
I'm
We
pretty
don't
sure.
know where we are.
You're in, so like there is a natural spring that
Yeah.
you are in.
Okay. That's yeah. I
So
thought it was a natural one.
They've done up the walls a bit, but it's still kind of like cavey.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really need to like just clean the water off. It'll eventually dry.
It's still dirty. Like I don't understand you people sometimes.
Wait, Roshi, you're supposed to like bathe before you get into like the spring, right? Like you're supposed to wash yourself and then get into the spring. That way you don't dirty the spring.
Do I know how bathing works?
I
Do
just
you
wanna
understand
say-
that maintenance is a thing? You just can't leave shit as
No, we
is.
just pay people to do maintenance. I thought we already went over this.
What do you mean pay people? People who live here do this for themselves. We clean it ourselves.
Oh, is that what you do in your free time?
You don't pay these people. They live here. Like,
We paid them. Do we not pay these people?
So
I'm gonna look over to like
speaking,
Lonnie. He's
you
like,
like
"We not pay these
you
people?"
you make money. You take care of stuff, and like you do have a mercenary army that is yours. So like yeah, people get paid.
Yeah.
Also, like, not gonna lie, I thought a lot of the payment was just like, the food and
Yeah,
the housing.
A lot of people just kind of like live here and like get food and housing.
Wait, do we also have like our own like hypercurrency too?
I mean, you could start a mint if you wanted to. That's not necessarily
Sorjo bucks.
smiled upon here.
We're gonna start up Dogecoin.
Invest now.
Oh my god. So
I
yeah.
was thinking more like those like factory towns where like the factories give out.
Oh
their
yeah,
own
and they
currency,
give
so,
you
like,
only the faction currency. Yeah. So
yeah,
you
I was
guys
thinking
are.
that, but I like your ideas better because it's like less depressing.
So y'all are
More fun.
done.
Well, Zion walked off to the workshop
Yeah. So there's the.
to work on the rings.
Yes, you work on the rings. Give me a tinker's. Ding.
Do you ask for Oroshi's help and or just Orochi, the band that Orochi has? Can't remember how many we have.
I don't remember. I feel like we have a few from the eye tower.
Yeah, you have a few.
Well, at least like two. I at least
Yeah.
remember two.
All right. So yeah, do you ask Hiroshi's help?
I'll ask Archimedes for help.
All right,
Damn.
Archimedes is there. And she's like, ah, yes. What are we
I mean,
building
what is
today,
Orochi gonna do?
Zion? And she gives you advantage on this check, and also if you roll particularly badly, she'll roll an extra d20 to replace it.
So my screen's black and I can't really roll
All right,
anything.
I will go into your sheet and find your. Do I just click on the tool proficiency?
No, they're in the inventories. There's the tools.
Oh, I see. It's the tools. It's the tools
I will,
section. Yeah, Tinkers. Advantage. That was a roll of a natural 1. She's gonna step in and replace that roll.
Did you really get that one?
Alright, so you get some progress, Zion, but you feel like you're probably gonna have to stay here an extra day if you wanna get to your present goal.
Also, Tento's gonna send off the my ammo to get refilled by Yonglon.
Yeah.
How much is that again?
No, we
We'll look
I
it
know
up.
we could just refill with the Roshi, right?
I thought we couldn't do that. What do you mean with Hiroshi?
You're working on the machine that's able to do it, I think, right?
I thought last time we did it with Roshi and
I did the levitation plates,
Yeah,
and
Oh,
Orochi was working
right.
on
Yeah.
re-imbuing Taisal.
You guys work on your re-imbuing, you work on your resources, and you guys move forward with all of it. You spend like 2 days here, I will guess, but actually you can decide. But next session we pick up with the day you are leaving Sorjo and heading for a swamp. And gee, I wonder what's gonna happen on that day. So
are we gonna see onions?
it's
Just a head-
12:30. Yep.
Oh, just a quick heads up. There might be like 1 or 2 things we might want to do, but I think it's like a group decision that we should
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah, I think we handle this all afterwards because next time we're going to have a guest, our first ever guest star on High Road. So, get hype.
Also, Lisa, real quick, one more thing.
Mhm.
I do want to visit the Faint of Fate. Do you want to just handle that off
Uh,
camera?
What do you say when you walk in? What do you do when you walk in?
I was just basically going to see how the Rebel Blade's reacting, see if I can sense Akechi's presence,
Yeah.
and try to have a conversation if I can.
Yeah. You walk in and you approach the blade and sort of like glows green, and then we cut away as we are at 12:31 a.m. So I'm gonna pop a raid. Thank you, Mouse Parker. Thank you, everyone who came out. We're gonna go say hello to Wanwan. So, get ready for a fun little art stream.
Are you not gonna do feedback?
Oh shit, you're right. Hold on, canceled.
That's what I was like, whoa.
Feedback phase.
Feed route.
Right to
Let's
left. Kai.
All right. Yeah, it was a pretty good session. Chill and some good RP. Random fight. Yeah, and overall enjoyable.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to the swamp.
All right. Chin.
I agree. Overall, I think it was a good wrap-up session. Tied a bunch of loose ends. Got a few hints of up-and-coming things. I'm excited to see what Zion got for all 12 legendary arms, and see if that actually becomes like a side objective for us to start collecting them. I know Tenta would want to.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
so let me know.
and I'm interested to see. I'm enjoying that Akechi's not just scrapped and gone, and I'm interested to see how that and the Rebel Blade like comes back into the story, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see stuff moving forward. Excited for the next arc and our guest player.
Yeah. It is time for Darren.
Hi. Like everyone else said, like the RP, like the more world building, like honestly, just coming back to these older places we've been to, just like reminiscing about like how far we've come. I'm excited to see what Archimedes is gonna do. I'm excited to see what Archimedes is gonna do to our castle. I'm sure she'll do something wonderful. And yeah, can't wait for the next session. Can't wait to see who our guest is. And can't wait to see the onions.
All right. Well then, I think
Oh, and
that.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god! And it's time for Casey.
Yeah, it was fun going down a little bit of memory lane. And uh the yet another person going after the swords and stuff, and thus just the group in general. Um, they seem strong, although we just kind of like negated them. So I feel kind of bad about that, but I don't know if it was intentional, but you're like, yeah, that was probably just like some hot-headed newbie. So interesting in seeing what else they're gonna throw at us. Just interested in like these like legendary arms in general, and Archimedes is fun, and I am looking forward to an upgraded keep. And yeah.
All right. Well then, with all that said and done, we are in fact going to now go raid 1-1. So thank you for coming out, friends. /raid 1_1. And remember, kids, eat your vegetables. Good now. End stream.